Hey, what's up? We're live. Yeah, talking about a few things here. First things, Carl Weathers, man. That's some disappointing shit right there. That's
Yeah,
I
he died.
feel yeah, and I feel like no one's like gonna be kind of cool with that, you know. I think he's one of those like surprisingly like likable actors. I don't think anyone really had an issue with.
Yeah,
You
but
know
what
what
do
I
you
mean?
mean?
Like
Like, there have
I
been
think there's
people
always like a
who died
issue
and
with
everyone's
somebody.
like celebrating.
Well, I don't think anyone's gonna be celebrating, but there's always like some actors that people have an issue with. You know, and it's like I don't think he was that type of guy. I think he was one of the few people who could be like transcend everybody likes the kind of thing. Like who doesn't like fucking Apollo Creed? You know, even racist white people were all for
How
Apollo
come
Creed.
he wasn't in the newer versions?
I think he could have been. I don't know. Actually, no. I guess he's not. I guess it's just the son, right? It's the son of Apollo Creed. I guess he's
Oh,
not in it.
so he's
He might be
dead
dead.
in the franchise? Because I thought in the
I
hockey,
think
not
so.
hockey, the Rocky franchise, he comes back.
I think he is dead in those franchise. But shit, man. Unexpected to find out about him, and always liked a lot of his performances. I like his comedy stuff. I think he's a funny comedy actor when he's using
I
that.
just know him from Chubbs.
Well, Arrested Development too. Get a stew on.
Yeah, I didn't really. I watched a lot of it, but I don't remember most of it.
Oh, I love Arrested Development. I think it's like one of the best, probably like one of my favorite sitcoms. I mean, I guess Seinfeld and Arrested Development. I guess I kind of don't like any of the other ones though. So just those two really. Psych, you ever seen this? I've never seen this. I guess it's a TV show.
No, I've seen ads for it, but
Yeah, I've never seen this.
never came across it.
Happy Gilmore, of course, we were talking about that, and I know that character shows up in a few
Happy
spots.
Gilmore is at 8. That seems pretty low, or like late.
I agree, and I think Little Nicky he shows up as like he's in heaven or something with like the blondes or all like the hot angels. You remember that part, kind of?
Chubbs shows
Yeah,
up.
Chubbs is there because there's all the
Nice.
tie-ins in heaven
That's a
kind
good
of thing.
callback.
Yeah, like yeah. Remember Little Nicky goes back and like Reese Witherspoon is like an angel or something, and there's all these like kind of like ditzy like angels, and I think like it's
I
kind of implied that like Chubbs is
I've
fucking them
definitely
all.
seen Little Nicky. I just don't remember a lot of it. I remember he like dunks so hard that some guy's afro pops or like his braids pop out into an afro.
There's probably some clips from that
I
actually
remember
that
him eating a lot of fried chicken. I remember Patricia
Popeyes.
Arquette
Yeah.
was felt like a really weird casting decision.
Well, that's the thing is every Adam Sandler movie has to be loaded with product placement. As I broke down in that Hubby Halloween, it was just like
Yeah,
disgusting.
the
I
best
mean,
one,
that's like unbelievable. It's literally like hundreds of products that are in his movies, and just
the best one though, and the most I think self-aware is Dunkachino. It's so
well, what about this
blatant
one, Happy
that it's
Gilmore?
almost like he's like aware of what's going on and just playing into it.
Happy Gilmore, a pretty big one. How like there's a big
Subway,
plot. Yeah, big plot is about Subway. So it's like I think
yeah.
and that's 96. He like found out about this scheme like way back in 96. Like I could just put tons of products into my movies and
Who's the female interest, like the love interest in
I
that?
don't know, but she was always super attractive, especially when she was
She's
like
in that show
in the
Modern
fantasies
Family.
in the
She
fantasy
plays the
scenes.
mother. I think it's like
Wait,
Julie or something maybe.
let's find out. I think she could have. It's actually yeah. I think
Yeah,
she's from
I thought she looked really good in Happy Gilmore. And there's
yeah, like
like
those fantasy scenes where she's like in
yeah,
like
the dream
the
sequence where
lingerie
she
and
has
shit.
like two pictures of beer, and then she's in like black lingerie, and then starts making out with Shooter McGavin, and then it's like his grandmother riding around on like a tricycle or something.
Yeah, she's in Modern Family. Her name is Julie Bowen. I don't think there's really
Julie,
anything
yeah,
big.
not
She
Julia.
wasn't. Oh, she wasn't Hubie Halloween. I think she was the. Oh, like, okay. I think she was kind of the love interest in that too. Weirdly, okay.
In what?
In that Hubby Halloween, shitty Halloween movie by Adam Sandler. It was I don't know why I decided to watch it, but I did. I heard coworkers saying, "Oh, it's pretty good," and I was like, "All
Was
right."
that around the time of Halloween where we just
Yeah,
were?
it was around the time of Halloween, and then I was like, I'll check this fucking shit out." I was like, I can stand an Adam Sandler movie every so often, and also just easy to make fun of too. So, but no, it was bad,
Yeah, we have a
really bad.
review of that somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. Let's see. Action Jackson. I've not seen this, and I know of it. There's a lot of things like this. I know of this movie through the pop culture vein, probably from like I don't know, some obscure Family Guy reference talking about every '80s movie possible. I know about this. You know about this one or no?
This is him in a leading role.
Think so. It says Carl Weathers at his absolute hugest. Yeah, I mean he was fucking built. That was nothing. I mean, I
Do
guess
they
there's some
mean like
steroids going on.
popularity or physically?
I think popularity and physically. You know, like I mean, let's see, like Apollo Creed. When was the first Rocky? Rocky's 1976. So I don't know. This is way after that. I don't know. I guess this is around Predator though too. So I don't know. Predator is 87. So this is like a year after Predator gets his own role.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that clip was from Over the Top. I've seen it memed out a lot of times
This
because
is
it's so obvious they're just trying to like show their muscles together.
yeah. Oh yeah. That clip is that's kind of a big meme, that clip of them
Yeah,
clasping
I'm very
hands.
disappointed by that Roadhouse reboot, man. That could have been so much better and sleazier. And
I'm kind of hearing good things about it actually. So I don't know about that. I'm actually hearing it's pretty good.
I
That's
hope so
that's
because
that's the word, is that it's pretty good. I mean, I would check it out, but I don't know. It's
yeah,
not
I'll
my
definitely check
not on
it
top of
out.
my list, but I don't know this. This is some Disney XD show. I guess he had a voice character. I'm gonna skip over that.
How is
Uh,
this ahead of Happy Gilmore?
yeah, exactly. These movie
What
web
is the
ranking
order of
lists.
this shit? I don't understand. Is it supposed to be
There,
most memorable
it's
is
their
10?
rankings, and I disagree with their rankings because if you really
Yeah.
should kind of put Happy Gilmore probably up to
How
like
the fuck
2 or 3.
is voiceover animated shit ahead of something he was physically visibly in?
I kind of get this one. He's a major character in the Toy Story
I know, but
3.
like how is your like voice work more impactful or
Yeah, it's
memorable than
not.
you physically and visually there?
It's definitely
That's
not. I
stupid.
agree with that.
Can you think of
It's like,
any actor? Well, actually, no. That's probably there's like a bunch of people probably where it's like you barely remember them in film and they're known for something
yeah, he's
uh,
a GI
animated.
Joe character in this. I know that's his role. Oh yeah, the Mandalorian, um, pretty good. That's one thing I'm sure. That's crazy too, because
He was
they're
going
gonna
to be
make.
in newer episodes.
Well, they're gonna finish it off with the movie, so I guess he's not gonna be in the movie. So
That sucks, man. That
yeah,
would have
kind of
been
a.
higher
But I
payday
guess
than the show.
they could probably do like a nice send off to him. I only hope they do, because he was kind of like, he had a good little arc too in the Mandalorian. He was like kind of a criminal in the first season. He's kind of like a criminally Han Solo character, and then he's um starts to kind of run this outlaw town, becomes like a mayor, and just kind of cleans up. So he had like a little arc that wasn't bad. One of the more interesting characters in the Mandalorian for sure. Arrested Development. There you go. Get yourself a stew on. He's got some funny parts here, especially with David Cross. Him and David Cross had a very, very good
What's his
chemistry.
role?
He's like an actor coach that's like just taking everyone's money and like kind of like giving acting lessons to these people that are obviously never gonna be good at acting. Like
Yeah, so he's like a
he's like a con man. Yeah,
con artist.
yeah, and Yeah, and also he's all just always trying to get like a free meal. That's like his big thing. Like that's a big part of his role in the rest of Development is he's just trying. Like here in this photo, he's at Burger King, and I think David Cross is paying for him to be at Burger King. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a funny character for sure. And he's playing himself, but like
Oh,
you
really?
know, yeah, he is Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers is the character in Rest Development, but he's dramatic. A comedic, uh, a comedic version of himself. It's very good though. Really good part. Probably honestly one of probably the funniest side characters in Rest Development is
Yeah.
by Carl
Do you have any
Weathers.
clips of it, or
Let me see if I can find something.
what's David Cross's character? Fucking. He's
Here you
like
go. He is a psychologist who decides he doesn't want to be a psychologist anymore and wants to be an actor. That's his major arc.
But what's David Cross's character?
That's it. That's David Cross's character.
Yeah, what's
He's
his name?
Tobias, and
Tobias. Yeah, he was in
he's
the
Portia
New
Del
Neighbors,
Rossi's
and
husband.
he's a Never Nude.
Yeah, he's kind of gay, is probably gay, and he's throwing away his doctorate in psychology to be an actor in Hollywood. That he's obviously not going to make it. Here's a clip of this.
Tobias had recently hired actor Carl Weathers as a drama coach.
Do you see me more as the respected dramatic actor or more of the beloved comic actor?
Whoa. There's still plenty of meat on that bone. You take this home, throw it in a pot, add some broth, a potato. Baby, you got it.
Yes, that's fine. But I would like to focus on my acting, Mr. Weathers. I did give you my last $1,100.
Let me tell you a little story about acting. I was doing the Showtime movie Hot Ice with Ann Archer. Never once touched my per diem. I go to craft service, get some raw veggies, bacon, a cup of soup. Maybe I had a stew going.
I think I'd like my money back.
Yeah, no, that's basically his character in Arrested Development. It's very good. Carl Weathers might be one of the funniest characters.
Yeah, it's sad, but like I've kind of done similar things at work where like they'll get us like free food.
Yeah, and you kind of
and I'll like bring it home and then make it with other stuff that I have.
Oh, I haven't done that. Wow, that's some homeless shit right there. That's some Carl Weathers shit right there. You're doing here. Here's some more Carl Weathers. Last one I got here.
And Tobias met with Carl Weathers at Burger King.
Thanks for meeting me down there at Burger King. Trying to get them to underwrite a new TV project I'm working on. Get some money in exchange for setting a scene here in Burger King.
Well, as long as you don't draw attention to it.
You know, I'm directing an episode of the series Scandal Makers. It's about the Bluth family and your father-in-law's escape from justice. I play the lead. Bounty hunter, name of Ice.
Oh, no. You want me to play myself, don't you? I swore I'd not go reality.
No. I already got a great guy named David Tell to play you. I wasn't actually here to ask you to be in it. I'm looking for somebody in your family to sign a release.
I could not betray my family like that.
Come on, man. I got every part cast except for Joy Senior.
I want that part.
Then sign over the rights. Then we'll get a new soda. Hey, you know that you can get a refill on any drink you want here, and it's free.
It's a wonderful restaurant.
It sure is.
Yeah, I mean, is this any different than Adam Sandler's shit?
Oh no! Well, that was the joke. The joke was actually all the product placement that they were doing. That's like what was kind of good about.
I know,
like
but in the process, they're doing the same.
They were like
thing.
making fun of it. That was always like what was nice, but yeah. Oh yeah, great show.
It's done in like a self-aware way, but they're still whoring themselves out just as much as he is.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah, it was definitely written to be a joke because the whole time they're like kind of pleading to continue the show. This was like the third season where it was kind of ending, and they wanted to see if they could keep going. There's some weird shit to Arrested Development. It got like 2 Emmys and
I thought
canceled it. It's like insane.
I thought,
and then the remakes were terrible.
Stop running it because it wasn't successful enough.
No, it was. That's the weirdest part about it. Apparently, apparently one of the producers had like a grudge against it. That's basically what it was. They like just didn't like the people who were running it, and kind of like if you don't like they don't like you, you get blackballed. It's basically what happened is they got blackballed and the show got canceled because by all accounts, winning an Emmy for each season and people liked it. And on top of it, they kept switching around the time. So it was supposed to be like on a Tuesday at like X, and then they would switch it to Friday and then Sunday. They switched it like 3 times in the last season, and then no one who watched the show knew when to fucking watch it. This is back before DVR too, like talking like 2005, like you didn't really have that. So it kind of relied on you needed to know when this was going to be on. It's shitty. It's a shitty concept. And then then they tried to redo it on Netflix, and lightning in a bottle can't happen twice, and that kind of thing. Like the new versions were terrible.
The weird thing
Terrible.
about it was,
Terrible.
didn't they do it like each character had an episode onto themselves?
Yeah, and then they did like a version where they all tried. He like the director creator guy re-edited it to try to all match. Because I mean that was the good thing about Arrested Development. It was kind of like these multi-layer plots that kind of like came together. And he did the exact opposite. He's like,
but
let's
also
just shoot.
it's like
It was terrible.
If you don't like one of the characters, then that episode is like you're not gonna want to even bother with it.
Yeah, kind of like the Tobias's wife, the Portia Del Rossi character. Like the episodes with her were like unwatchable. But she's fine when she's interacting in like a line with everybody, and same with everyone. It's like I didn't want to see a full episode of each character. It was kind of nice when you had everything kind of connecting. It was a very weird idea, but hey, now it's definitely done. That was also the height of Michael Cera, I'd say. Like during that first like season 2, like he was like really good then. I don't think he's really ever kind of hit that stride like he did in Arrested Development.
I don't know. I would say his peak was Scott Pilgrim.
I think it was more. The funny thing is, I think it was more of this, but I think it doesn't really have to do with him. I think it's just that they captured like this awkward teen. Like he was like literally 13. So I think that was part of it. Like having this really awkward 13-year-old that's playing an awkward 13-year-old and like just fits perfectly. I think that was like his height of his acting, but I don't think it was even like, I don't think it was really acting so much too, like. I'm talking like acting wise,
say,
not popularity.
Superbad and Scott Pilgrim are, and
yeah, I think that's like height of his popularity, but I don't think the role was exactly like his best.
Oh, his best role was in World's End.
Oh yeah. He's like a prick. Number 2 here is Predator, which should be number 1, right? To me, this is number 1.
I don't know. I would put, to me, my top 3.
Oh, I know number 1. I know number 1. Number 1's obvious, actually.
Rocky, Apollo Creed, Predator, guy who's friends with Arnold, and 3, Chubbs.
Chubbs, and then probably 4.
I don't know why the fuck
I totally agree with that.
Happy Gilmore is so low or late in the list. I mean,
yeah, I don't get that. I mean, this isn't a accurate list. This is also, by the way, someone put this out. Like, this is not new. I just found this. This is from but someone updated it 3 hours ago. So someone got on this list and was like, "Oh, we got to update our list because he's dead." Yeah. All right. Yeah. This was the update. This little paragraph here. Yeah, 76. I don't know what I mean, I wonder what he died from. I wonder if it was. I mean, if it was known that he was sick or something. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, he's done a lot of steroids, so. But Predator. Here we go. Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Rocky movies? What's your favorite Rocky movie?
I don't know. The one with Wafflebot in it. But I gotta say, Michael B. Jordan is probably like
Rocky 4.
So happy this motherfucker's, not gonna compete or be back.
Yeah, now he's Apollo Creed. Maybe they killed him off for Michael B. Jordan. This was the Hollywood sacrifice, right? Could be.
For Michael B.
Yeah, you don't want to put it past these people, man. This is like Hollywood Illuminati kind of agenda here. It's stuff. It's stuff you have to investigate, man. It's like 9/11, man. You gotta investigate that shit.
I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the
Investigate 311.
Bullshit artist. 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 You, sir, are a horseshit artist. I call bullshit on that. Bullshit artist. Bullshit artist.
There you go. Bullshit. Got that 311 clip in there.
Yeah, just the audio for it's weird. It doesn't sound like 311. It sounds like
they couldn't play 311. That's why, because they couldn't get away with the rights.
They hired somebody just to, make a 311 song. That sounds.
You know what I was reading about? Michael Bay does that all the time. He he wants. Let's say he wants to have a. It's funny how he's someone who has all this money to make his movies, and he doesn't want to pay artists.
Well, I remember the Beastie Boys and Black Keys suing advertising companies because they just said to some studio musicians or some whatever songwriters they can hire, make us a song that sounds like the Beastie Boys or the Black Keys, and they sued. And I don't know if they won or not, but it was just clearly a total rip off of a song you would have known from them.
There is a weird little way around it that Michael Bay does. Is you can let's say you want to have the Rolling Stones Brown Sugar or something. You can have a cover band do the song, and it's way cheaper to have the rights of a cover band doing the song than it is to have Rolling Stones. And you can get a cover band that sounds identical. And that's what he did. That's what he did for the Transformers movies. All those songs are not actually the bands, but they will sound identical. I mean, and you could get it to happen. That's very possible today. Studio musicians and people who've grown up listening to the Rolling Stones, you can have that happen pretty easily now. So pretty much anything. That's the way Michael Bay does it. And I have to say, pretty smart. It's way cheaper to pay for those rights. And then you could have some Shia LaBeouf 3D effects of him. I think you have to CG out his Cho genes, and then there you go.
Michael Bay seems like a piece of shit.
Yeah, they're all pieces of shit, right? That's the case. Who's not? Who's not a piece of shit in Hollywood?
Well, there's a piece of shit, and there's
maybe Elijah Wood. He's probably the least piece of shit.
There's levels to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing. Who's the least piece of shit? You know what? This might be the least piece of shit. This might be the least piece of shit in Hollywood and all of things is Elmo. You hear about this Elmo scenario going on?
Where the black guy who did the voice was a pedo?
No, that's a little darker than what I was going for. Oh, but I mean, yeah.
You didn't see that documentary on the shit?
No, I know what you're talking about, but that's not where I was going with it.
Oh, well, then you should have just said what you're going for instead of asking. Well,
this has kind of been a little thing across the internet. I don't know if you if this hit your airwaves there.
I'm not as wired in.
You want to get
my algorithms are catered more to kittens, puppies, and fantasy sports.
Yeah, check a look at this ads I'm getting here. Similac, some toddler
for babies,
drink.
right? Isn't that some baby formula?
Yeah, it's a weird ad I'm getting here. I don't think
actually there's been a lot of good rap bars with Similac.
We're drinking lean.
No, dude. Calling grown men bitches and babies.
Oh, okay. All right, I like it. Yeah, Elmo. Elmo had this tweet the other day where he said
Elmo did?
yeah, Elmo. I guess he's on.
Or was it the
not the pedophile
22-year-old intern?
Yeah, maybe. But Elmo said Elmo is just checking in. How is everyone doing? And that got some interesting responses to that.
I can imagine. That's pretty.
Yeah, like that's
it's
opening
almost,
up some can of worms, man.
you ever see that clip of Tom Hardy in what the fuck, Fast and the Furious or whatever?
No, Tom Hardy's in Fast and Furious.
Not in Fast and the Furious. What's that other driving fucking franchise with Australians?
Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max. Yeah, what's the difference? And he's got some shit on his face, and he's saying that's bait. Clearly,
okay.
like they're just asking for it with this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they know that. I think
they know.
I think it's an innocent enough account, but got some interesting responses back. Where here's one. The world is burning around us, Elmo. Elmo, I'm suffering from existential dread over here.
What is that? Like a fucking global warming comment?
No, it's probably based off of that Elmo meme, where he's like his hands are up like this and he's on fire. I'm assuming that's what that is. You know what I'm talking about, the Elmo meme?
Yeah, I've used that for.
It's got to be what he's talking about there.
I've used that for like baseball stuff. Boomers like that GIF.
Oh yeah. This one says, I'm suffering from existential dread over here. I feel like we all died in 2020. Elmo, I just got laid off.
You know what it is? It is weird. It's like around like COVID, it does feel like a period of time. Not it was like forgotten, but just I don't know. It's like shit's missing mentally.
Yeah. Every morning I cannot wait to go back to sleep. Every Monday I cannot wait for Friday to come. Every single day and every single week of my life. My wife left me. Daughters don't respect me. My job is a joke. Any more questions, Elmo? Jesus, man. It's pretty bad. Yeah. And even Biden chimed in and said, I know how hard it is some days to sweep the clouds away and to get sunny. Do you think actually Biden actually wrote this? That's the funniest part about this. I'm sure he did not actually write this. No fucking way.
No, there's a lot of good burners.
No,
like
this is a real account.
Dave Chappelle talk about how his fake account and Cat Williams' fake account got into a beef, and it was so entertaining that neither one of them wanted to step in and say like they were the actual person or not.
Well, this is the actual real President Biden account saying this. I know how hard it is some days to sweep the clouds away and to get to sunnier days. Does he really know that anymore? I don't think he does.
I don't think he can remember wiping his ass. Like
no.
He really feels a bit of a I don't know, like Alzheimer's patient.
Yeah, that's like the crazy thing about
he might be at the point where they like want him to die midterm if he gets.
No, I don't think so. Because they have no one else to run, so I don't think so. Like that's the thing is like there's no one else, so that like now it doesn't really work because who else? Like they don't even have. That's another thing. It's like they don't have anyone in the pipeline to even run. It's like crazy. And like the Republican side has like 4.
Well, if he dies, doesn't Camilla get in?
No one wants her. Everyone kind of dislikes her. I think the next person in line would be
who
like.
Who cares what people want?
Right, there's no one in line. There's no one in line on the Democrat side. Absolutely none. Like it's crazy.
They haven't had enough time to prepare.
I mean, that's the thing is like I don't care what side
you only get 4 years, right? So
I don't care what side you are on, the right or the left, but like there's no reason why this guy should be a president. Like like I don't.
I mean, I'm still confused.
Just insane.
How this much of time and horrible shit's gone, and we're still left with the same 2 fucking options.
Yeah,
again.
Well, yeah.
It's
and
like
then
no one else
honestly,
can materialize out of
it's
this
funny
shit.
too. Like that's where it's.
That's why
I mean, I'm not
realize it's just manipulated and to almost like just to fuck with you, you know? Like they don't
I guess so. I mean, it's
they
also
don't
where it's
give a shit what
like I'm
you
not a
have to
fan of
experience
Trump,
or
but
deal
I'm
with.
not like a
It's just a joke to them because they have no connection to anything. Like this
yeah.
is
Yeah, I'm
this
not a
is
fan of
like
Trump or like I'm not like against him either, but it's just so obvious to say like he's better than Biden.
but this
That's
you know
that's
like
like the
you've seen
shittiest
like
part about
Doctor
that.
Who and
Just
so
like
many different places
it's
where
not in
like
question.
all of you know like Joe Biden's just like probably some gray face where you can rip his head off and it's just like some bug-eyed alien motherfucker. Like that's really I think what's going on. Like we're just an experiment and like a fucking version of like television for them. Like we're just channel 142 or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you know what's funny? I heard someone talk about we've always said like that there's these it seems like there's all these women that have like their eyes getting spread apart further and further. That seems to
Well,
be
I
like the
only
look.
saw two: the Little Mermaid girl, and then the one that we've been talking about who complains about everything.
And you know what this one person was saying? How it was I think it's about like women are evolving to being victims, almost like sheep, like sheep or like prey animals, how they have the eyes on the sides of their heads. So it's like the eyes are going apart so they can like have the peripheral vision of
But
all the
there's a
victimizations.
lot of different characters. Like the Avatar characters have similar shit, and there's that movie by the guy who did The Fifth Element, and all
Yeah.
his aliens look just like her with no hair and they're blue.
No, it's kind of true.
So I feel like they're just I don't know, like what is it when they're like grooming us, you know?
Yeah.
Like when like an older man is trying to manipulate a younger woman and set them up. They
It's true.
they have like so much more information about us to just kind of steer us in whatever direction they want.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
then,
yeah. I want to look at the direct tweet here just to go through some comments here. It's a Gundam says people have lost hope in this dystopian nightmare that was once called America. We are told not to trust our eyes and to believe the science. Ugh. Unless the science has to do with gender. That's true. We're all on the edge of civil war, a world war, a culture war, and in the absence of God, there's only Taylor Swift. That's a pretty
they're
fucking really good
verified
point.
getting
I'm gonna give a like to that.
251,000 impressions. So, yeah,
Yeah, pretty right though.
I
Yeah,
know
contrarian.
that's the complex of all this stuff. Is like you want to be told that it's conspiracy theory bullshit to make fun of and it's a joke and a meme, but then it's like
Yeah.
levels of truth to it also. So
Yeah, this here I'm at my lowest. Thanks for asking. I did not have to have all this trauma dumping on Elmo on my bingo card.
well,
there's a lot.
the thing is though, like when you post something so open ended and it's almost like, hey, I'm asking for it, you're gonna get a bunch of random stuff. A lot of, like most of the times shit is posted for a specific response.
Yeah.
And they're looking
Here we
for
go.
certain interactions.
We're literally living in a Black Mirror episode, which feels more and more real. Here's
That's another show.
It's overrated.
Well-
It's overrated show.
Well, I
There's a few good. There's a really good Star Trek episode.
Twilight Zone.
There's a good Star Trek type episode that's probably
Not like
the
similar
best.
to the Twilight Zone. Like it's similar to good
No, it is.
episodes of the Twilight Zone, and that it's
No.
taken
There's
out.
better Twilight episode. No, it's not. I would say it's worse than that. It's like a bad Twilight Zone episode. The majority of those. Here you go. Someone posted Carl Weathers stuff to Elmo. There you go. What is this?
76. That's pretty old.
Yeah, no, is that old though, or is that kind of young? I don't know.
I don't know. How do you gauge life expectancy? Like, we could be.
No,
Who
I
knows?
mean,
Like, they could say we could live till 60, but maybe we could be dead in like 3 months. How
yeah,
the
you
fuck
know what,
is that
man?
really calculated?
You know, he kind of hits the average. The male life expectancy in United States in 2020
Well, and
was
also,
the
like,
last time it was
when they do those
calculated.
calculations, do they factor in like babies and kids who die who are like 5 or 10 years old? I mean, how does that
Yeah, they do.
even
That
work?
actually kind of lowers things. So, and that's also why, like, you know, when you
So
hear about like
really, the calculation should be from
the
like
calculations is kind of off.
18 maybe to 40 or
It
something like
probably
that,
should be, but again, like that's
and
why
then
that
you
Middle Ages.
extrapolate the um, data and then project another like 20 to 30 years maximum, and that's what they do. And then that's why most people who have like savings built up, or what is it when like you get your shit matched, 401k, they die before they ever collect any of it, because they know if they don't have their
Right.
like a will written, or they don't have money designated to people, it'll just go back.
Yeah.
It'll just get recirculated.
Yeah. The
Because
life expectancy in United States right now is
if you really look at it,
77.
they probably run the numbers
77.
where they know at a certain age you're not gonna collect what you've paid into your entire life,
Right.
and that's it. Like, that's why, like, I don't know, if I get like a terminal illness, I'm like blowing everything I have in the next few weeks.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Medieval times life expectancy was 31, but that's because people were dead by like fucking 2 days. So yeah, it's true. It's like
Medieval.
it's hard
Oh
to.
shit! I was thinking of the restaurant for a second. Shit.
It's hard. Oh no, you're thinking of the yeah the
Well, yeah, but
green
think
knight.
of the staff at medieval times. What
Oh,
is
that's
their
a
life expectancy?
fucking 3 days, right?
No, I would say like.
How many times did they blow their
I
brains
would
out
say
on lunch?
45.
They're probably blowing their brains out on a fucking lunch break. You know what I mean?
Well, no, they get like pitchers of beer for free and all the chicken you can eat with your hands.
Yeah,
Because they
exactly.
don't
They get
have
all
the
free
utensils,
chicken.
right? It's just, it's a bunch of like turkey skin and craft beer.
I don't know if they have
And
craft
if
beer.
I'm
It's
eating
probably
that
it's
on a
probably
daily
not craft
basis,
beer. It's probably like the lowest quality of beer you can get. I would say most likely
draft,
the lowest. Yeah, yeah, some kind of draft. Probably Miller Lite,
draft, tap.
Miller High Life, probably. Which ain't. If you've ever had Miller High Life, you know you ain't living the high life. That's the best way to say it. That's the gauge. If you're drinking Miller High Life, it ain't a high life. It's a low life. Here you go. Here's Larry David slamming, beating up Elmo, and it's got some responses from him on like Twitter talking about child abuse from Larry David here. It's always nice when Larry David's making the rounds, though, right? That's a better way to put it, right? There you go. Let me find a good clip. Let me find a clip where someone's filming their own TV screen in their living room, which is there you go.
I'll be back. I gotta get some water.
You fucked up Elmo right there. I can't say he did the wrong thing though. Gave him the iron claw. The iron claw. This is what happens when you check in on everyone to see how they're doing, Elmo. People ain't doing good. People are doing bad. It's reality of life here, man. That's what you gotta do. You know, people are they don't want to be around anymore.
I'm not doing it. I don't even want to be around anymore.
What?
I don't want to be around anymore.
Like you don't want to live anymore?
I don't know.
There you go. Who knows? Who knows anymore?
So what are we doing here? We're gonna actually. What are we doing?
Well,
You talked about.
I'm going to show you what heroism is like.
Okay.
The hero that's going to save the girl.
You do. Whoa! Wow. Ah! Ah! God.
Come here.
No!
Come here.
No! We already
See,
did that.
you're showing your fear.
Okay. So what are we doing here? You're gonna actually.
We're going to go down. There's a train coming here soon. Imagine the girl tied on the railroad track there.
Okay.
I'm going to knock the train off the track. Let her wait.
What's it supposed to teach me about fear? To have no fear again?
Yes, because fear is stupid. Are you getting afraid?
I hear something coming. Yeah.
That's it.
Here. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
What are you doing? No, hey! Get away!
God!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ow! God! I said I was sorry. I was trying to help you. I saved your life.
Wrong. You did not save my life. Your fear caused you to stop me having pleasure from knocking that train off the track.
Okay.
And saving that woman.
Oh, okay.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
You are one thing and one thing only. You're a simple coward. A simple coward.
All right. Well, give me another chance. Let's
And
do
when you
something
pee,
else.
that yellow that comes out,
Yeah.
I bet you smile at that because it's yellow, your favorite color. Listen to me. Listen.
Yeah.
You're missing the wagon here, buddy.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the
Investigate 311.
Bullshit artist. 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 You, sir, are a horseshit artist. I call bullshit on that. Bullshit artist.
Don't you give me that look.
Man, that bitch got herself a nice little dumper.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Voy kuag.
Gotta clap for that.
Gotta clap for it. Gotta clap for it.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Amazing. Whoa. Very cool.
Wow.
These are daggers dropped by my men that were slaughtered by an ice troll in the second age. But I do not like to talk of such things. And for you, Legolas, this is a new bow, so that you may kill a troll as quickly as I did, in under 10 seconds. And for Samwise Gamgee, rope forged from the hair of an ice troll that I killed many years ago. And for Frodo, the bottled tears of an ice troll. Did I mention I killed an ice troll many years ago, in under 10 seconds? Fare thee well, my friends, and may these gifts forged from the body of an ice troll that I killed many years ago in the second age in under 10 seconds. Fare you well on your journey.
Very well. Poor things. User reviews.
What? Hold on. You know what's fucked up? Speaking of Carl Weathers dying, 10 years ago today, Philip Seymour Hoffman died.
Really?
Or killed himself.
Well, overdose, right?
I don't know. There's kind of mixed, weird reports whether it was an accident or intentional, but that was like.
Hold on. That sounds a little bit suspect.
I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the
Investigate 311.
Right? That sounds a little bit suspect there.
Yeah,
yeah.
They found like his journal, and released a bunch of crazy shit that he was on heroin. It was
like they released all these sex
Younger
messages, like all his sexting, right?
But I mean, fuck Carl Weathers. Like when he died, I was really like honestly like kind of depressed the next few days. I like he's one of my favorite actors. I wanted to see him do more stuff with Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh wow, so that sounds a little racist there. You didn't want to see Carl Weathers do stuff with Paul Thomas Anderson? You don't want to see Magnolia 2 with Carl Weathers?
Yeah.
You know?
That would just
Magnolia 2.
That'd be like an Arrested Development spinoff.
Yeah, that'd be a hilarious sequel right there. I don't even know what you'd make Magnolia 2 about. Just kind of like rehash the same things
You
again.
would you'd get like John C. Reilly. Tom Cruise probably doesn't want to be a part of Magnolia.
John C. Reilly is now divorced to that.
You're not getting Tom Cruise for Magnolia 2. That's not happening.
No, so you get maybe someone lesser. You get Miles Teller. Miles Teller could be Tom Cruise
to play.
He has the long hair.
Yeah, he has like the ponytail, and this is like the fake.
They should make it like the day after. Like they're pretending like no time has passed in between Magnolia 1 and 2. Like, that'd be nice.
I mean, that's how certain TV series feel, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like Charmed went from.
Oh yeah, they just got rid of her, right?
Shannon Doherty to Rose McGowan, like nothing happened.
It's an upgrade, right?
And even that fucking Iron Man shit. They went from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle.
Also upgrade.
I mean, are we supposed to be confused?
What happened? You know what it sucks about this is like what happened to Don Cheadle, man? Remember when he was like Hotel Rwanda? He was like super like I'm a actor, like a real actor, and now he's fucking the.
Well, do you have more than Hotel Rwanda? Can you search that real quick?
I just got that. That's all I got is Hotel.
Well, you're already
Rwanda,
there. You're
no, I'm not. I'm not even. I mean, I'm looking at Poor Things, but.
No, I know, but you're a mouse click and a.
I gotta open a new window. It's a whole thing, man.
Oh, okay. Don Cheadle.
Space Jam. I mean, I guess it's Hotel Rwanda. You know what's funny? It's Hotel Rwanda. He's best known for Crash, Hotel Rwanda.
Oh, fuck Crash.
And yeah, I guess Hotel Rwanda was the peak. So, guess so. I didn't think that.
It's hard to negatively review Genocide.
Well, that's a good movie, Hotel Rwanda.
Well, whether it's a good movie or not, it's hard to put your name next to a bad Genocide review. It's like, yeah, this Holocaust movie was okay.
Yeah, you have to kind of like every Holocaust.
I wish
they
played up the suffering a little bit harder.
That's a big it's like a you make a Holocaust movie, it's gonna do okay. Everyone's gonna like it. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna do bad. Like Jojo Rabbit, like give it a fucking Oscar nomination because it's a Holocaust movie.
Yeah, they made Hitler into a cartoon character.
Right.
He's lovable and goofy, and he's your best friend.
You could take it to the next level. Actually, make an animated Hitler character. That'd be probably pretty. That'd probably win an Oscar. You get an animated Hitler character.
Osama bin Laden.
You put Florence Pugh.
You gotta
as
make
live
Osama
action.
bin Laden the next Jojo Rabbit.
You get Florence Pugh as Ava. What's her name? Oh God, the Hitler wife.
Ava Braun.
Yeah, you get Florence Pugh as Ava Braun.
You got that Hillary compilation with her referenced.
You could do like a Roger Rabbit thing, man, where like Ava Braun is everyone's live action except for Hitler. Like Hitler's like the Roger Rabbit, and it's like he's like the cartoon character.
And
he's wacky.
That Hillary Clinton, Ava Braun compilation.
There's something real there, man. I think I was onto something. What I'm also onto is Poor Things user reviews. Here you go. Here's a trailer. Here's a 1 minute trailer because I think that's all I could stand in this movie. Probably a minute.
Do you want to see what the world is really like?
Yes. My name is Emma Stone. I'm playing Bella Baxter in the film Poor Things.
This is Bella. She's an experiment.
She's understanding what it is to be a member of society. Good evening. The more autonomous she becomes, the more challenged these men seem to be by it. It's a very, very funny film.
Why do people not just do this all the time?
We must experience everything, Bella. This makes us whole.
Bella! I wanted to play Bella because it felt like acceptance of what it is to be a woman, to be free, to be scared and brave.
Bella. Have big
Why
eyebrows.
keep it in my mouth if it is revolting? I must go punch that baby.
All
My name
right,
is-
interesting. It reminds me of
Got
interestingly
some big ass eyebrows.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of good. Got some Jennifer Connelly eyebrows there. Always
It
fine with
feels
that.
like a combination of like Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast.
It reminds me of Jean-Pierre Junot, the guy who did City of Lost Children, Amelie, Delicatessen a little bit. I'm getting those vibes.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad
Fuck.
thing. I'm actually realizing, like,
Oh shit! Wow,
Makes me
especially
kinda
before the Technicolor.
yeah, it actually reminds me a lot of City of Lost Children. That was like,
Yeah.
as soon as I
Oh,
saw that
fuck.
trailer, I was like, I'm thinking of that movie.
This
That's why I
motherfucker,
searched.
man. This
I had to search that
fat
director because I was
scumbag
like,
piece of shit manipulator.
I was like, that is a fucking reminds me a lot of that. That's a good thing to go off of though. Reminds me of, like Delicatessen and shit. So kind of cool. Actually, kind of makes me want to see that when I watch that trailer there. I don't know. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe I won't.
No, you're
Who
just
knows?
getting manipulated right now.
I could be getting manipulated. Let's talk about the 10-star reviews here. That's a good spot. Let's go. You go up and then we take you down. So let's see. 10-star reviews. The weirdest masterpiece I've seen in many years, says KG Perux. Is this person a real person? Let's see. Yeah, they've oh no, they are. They're very real. They like to go see movies and see everything. Looks like they've seen everything.
If they think this is weird, comment and say, check out Dogtooth.
This is interesting. This guy's really into his
You'd be
ratings.
surprised what this piece of shit's capable of.
Yeah. Hilarious, bizarre, and philosophically very dark comedy. Cinema at its finest, says, "What's up, man?" I guess that's a real. Let's see their reviews. Yeah, they've only done 3. They did downsizing.
The way Parasite is a little like Dogtooth. Do you think there's any
a little bit? I think Parasite's way better. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's better. It came out like 5 to 6 years after. I feel like it's got a similar look and feel.
I guess
to
a similar look, like in cinematography wise, but I think story wise, no. There's like no story in Dogtooth. That's.
Why do you hate this guy so much?
I don't hate this guy, but I just don't think there's much of a story in Dogtooth. I just don't.
I don't know. You got to see.
But I mean, like I like Dogtooth for what it is, but I couldn't say it's like a storytelling masterpiece. You know what I mean? Like, no.
No, it's not. It's like just a kind of like weird, goofy, exploitive
Yeah,
movie.
and
It's not.
I like it
even
for that.
a real film. It's like a.
But that's where I wouldn't
feels
say.
like
I would say like Parasite
almost
has
like
a
softcore
storytelling
porn
aspect.
music video or something.
I don't think it's softcore porn,
But Killing of a Sacred Deer is really good. You should see that.
yeah, I have to see that. I mean, that
That's
looks
what the guy
that looks like a
from,
real movie by this guy.
Ghost of Inarritu.
Yeah, well, isn't it? No, I think it is Yorgos, right? Or is it not?
No, that's
It's someone else. I thought it was Yorgos.
Ghost of Inisherin. No,
I mean, I
that's-
guess I know it's
all
Colin
totally
Farrell, Emma Stone, right? Or is it Emma Stone? Colin Farrell, I know, is in it. Not sure. Kaleidoscope Exploration. A quick review as I exit this movie. Thank you for your quick review. Poor Things is unmatched in creativity.
Dude, what's the last movie that you walked out of?
The Haunted Mansion. So I did go. Well, I don't know. I've walked out a few things actually. Maybe Barbie or Oppenheimer because I couldn't. I had to go watch the next movie. And
No, I mean something that was so bad that you couldn't even ride it out and you just had to get out of there.
Oh, there's only been one movie of that. And that's Dickie Roberts. I've talked about that a couple. Dickie Roberts is the one. The like I think the only movie I've ever walked out on on purpose. The other movies, like I was talking about, just I was going to see another movie and I just wanted to walk in and see some minutes from a movie.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. You're just manipulating the.
Yeah, I walked out of Dickie Roberts. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do the David Spade-ness of that movie. That was fucking awful. I didn't really, I was very annoyed why I thought everyone would walk out. I was like, if I'm gonna I figured everyone was gonna get up. I was shocked that no one else was getting up to leave.
You know, one movie that I wish I'd fucking walked out of and tried to get a refund was
Dark Knight.
What was that Quentin Tarantino movie where they're all in some log fucking cabin?
The Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
I kept thinking it would kind of have something interesting about it
from that shit.
I bought into Tarantino too much.
Duped into something, and yeah, fuck that movie. I hate that movie.
I might have bought into Tarantino too much, but I kept thinking oh, something's gonna happen here where it's gonna pay off, but it never really did. That's that's the vibe I had of it. Something good's gonna happen.
B-sides, and he made another fucking movie out of it.
It really does feel like a B-side, and he likes to act like all my movies are precious. I'm only gonna make fucking 10.
No, that felt like
that one's a fucking throwaway.
Bullshit.
Death Proof is a fucking throwaway. There's 2 throwaway movies.
Yeah, but that's
sure.
That's I don't know if it's.
I mean, I wonder when his next movie.
It's not his standalone shit. It's mixed with Planet Terror for the Crown House.
Yeah, but still, just to that's gonna be your main. I mean, he said he's only gonna make 10 movies, and that was one of them.
It was pretty lame and tame compared to Planet Terror, which was. It's not good, but it's definitely entertaining. It's
it was a real grindhouse movie. I don't think his movie really was, to tell you the truth.
Compared to Planet Terror, his shit is
just not really
forgettable, and
they're both kind of forgettable though. Planet Terror's not that great either, though.
I don't know. It's pretty nuts. I mean,
it's better than. It's definitely. I agree. It's probably better than Death Proof.
Machine gun leg. And
but there's some things there. You know what though? There's some things I really like about that
guy with 2 daggers, who's the ultimate killer.
I like the soundtrack to Death Proof. Probably the best thing about that movie. I think that's my favorite thing about that movie is the songs that he used.
Well, that's not good.
I guess so. I mean, there's some things I like about it. I like when he kills the girl in the back seat of his car. I think that's the only scene I really remember. That's it.
What do you mean when he intentionally crashes and they're all unbuckled?
Yeah.
And her leg gets cut off and flies out of the window?
Yeah, I think that's the only part I like about the movie. I think that's it. That's it.
You
That's
know
the only thing I really remember.
Where,
and then even with Planet Terror, the only thing I really remember is injection scene where someone's getting injected with something, and then the end she's in a fucking hijab and on a camel. That's all I remember about that whole movie.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I don't remember anything other than that. That's all I can. And then an army guy. Because I never saw that movie outside of the theater. I only saw what I saw in the theater, and that was it. And I only have a select memory.
You don't remember the guy has a barbecue place, and the zombies.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm telling you, only thing I remember is some kind of injection where someone gets injected with something like a syringe, and then Rose McGowan in a hijab, and then an army guy yelling or something.
You don't remember?
That's all I really remember. That's it.
From Black Eyed Peas is in the movie.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I only saw it in theaters. I never saw it again. No, Fergie's in it.
Yeah, But she's a lesbian.
Well, I think she's lesbian in real life.
She's the girlfriend of the blonde doctor who
Well, this all sounds more interesting than Poor Things, I'll say. Right? Blonde doctor. Doctor, you say? What kind of doctor are you talking about here? 70s
from
doctor?
the movie Sugar and Spice, where she's pregnant cheerleader.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's a weird movie where a bunch of cheerleaders rob a bank to pay for her pregnancy.
Haven't they done that with like a couple times? With the cheerleaders around the bank with like some masks on their face? Like that's all I remember. Is that the movie?
Yeah, they wear masks of. I think they wear masks of presidents.
Like Point Break.
Yeah, it's definitely a Point Break ripoff.
You stay there, Doctor? You're gonna have to put him down?
No. Huh?
What a terrible shame, that. Shall I do the honors?
No!
Ow. You about done?
Next time.
Wrong clip here, by the way. Trying to find a clip of a doctor here. Yeah, I like
the lobster guy.
Yeah, where he's like, doctor, you say? He's always trying. Dr. Zoidberg is always trying to marry another doctor or something. Or yeah, that was always the case. Here's the number 1 rated picks here. These are very low rated picks for Poor Things, and here you go. Some of these are just I didn't read their full review, but I liked all their titles, like faux feminist. And
they know their audience.
I feel ill and upset after watching this film. Abuse packaged as art. Okay. A film for this is the one I want to actually read. A film for pseudo intellectual perverts.
Okay.
Which is exactly how I feel about this movie.
I feel like I've seen the sex scenes from this movie, and they're very limited and tame. So I don't know.
No, I think they were actually edited. There's some scenes that were edited out for theaters. I know.
Oh, so this was supposed to be like an X-rated movie.
I think it was. It would have got an X-rated if they
weird
didn't edit it out.
If like all of our media went back to the 70s, where like porn, like Deep Throat was like the best-selling movie, and
it was the best-selling movie.
And, like,
that's the weirdest thing about that.
To any theater and see just like snuff fucking porn shit all day.
Lucasfilm logo. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but no title crawl. Oh well!
I applauded it for being different!
It broke new ground!
Yeah, breaking new ground. Here you go. It's some sex pervert shit, right? Don't you think this movie's kind of a sex pervert movie? How it feels, at least, right? Yeah, here you go. I'll start by saying this is the worst film I've seen in a very long time. I go to the cinema a lot, so he goes to the cinema. I don't know. I go to the movie theater. He goes to the cinema. It's a very overly long with absolutely no story. It's just scene after scene of gratuitous child rape. Oh God, it sounds like fucking some Epstein shit right there. Beautifully shot. I'll give it that. I mean, it does look nice. I think that's part of the charm to it, I would say. It's got that, like I said, I think his name is Jean-Pierre or Jean-Pierre Jeunet, the guy who did Amelie and Delicatessen, City of Lost Children. It looked like that. I kept getting that look. He very well could have the same fucking cinematographer. I'm actually gonna pull up this. I'm gonna see. I bet you it is the same cinematographer. I was actually just realizing like there's got to be some sort of connection here. Let's see. I'm gonna find out. who was the cinematographer on both these films? I'm gonna go to Amelie first. The cinematographer for Amelie was Bruno Del Monet, and let's see what he's done lately. No, he didn't do this movie, but I do want to know who's the cinematographer for Poor Things, because I feel like he's got to line up with these fucking French Amelie fucks. He's gonna like. There's gonna be some
the
some
more
kind of
I
connection.
see trailers and footage of it, it does feel like
It's got to be some kind of connection, right?
I don't know. It feels like it's connected in some way, more than just being some rip off or homage.
It could be just like he likes this stuff, but yeah, it's a guy who Yorgos has used for a few movies, like The Favorite, but yeah, not a deep connection.
Oh
I'm
shit!
seeing so
The
far.
Favorite, yeah, that's Emma Stone's second thing with him. So The Favorite was almost like the build up. Oh, you know what? Actually, this makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense
I
for like
forgot
the
about The
Oscars,
Favorite.
where it's like you gotta like you get a couple things in there, and then they give you the
Yeah,
they give you the
this is not as surprising as I realized, because The Favorite has kind of been building up to this shit. It's not like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I the one thing I think is kind of cool is it is like I know it's like a Frankenstein character, like she's like a Frankenstein, so she's actually I've heard other people compare her to because she is like a horror.
Well, not her. Willem Dafoe looks all fucked up.
No, but I think he's kind of like the No. She is a Frankenstein. She's like some sort of like
Well, he's
fake
like a freaking
body with a
doctor.
soul. Yeah, I think so. And she's like Frankenhooker. I've heard that. I've heard this movie's like Frankenhooker, where she's like 'cause she is like a
director.
She is a whore in the movie. I know that. Like she is like a whore. That is part of her like career. Yeah, that's why I mean again, this movie is interesting.
Well, who's not?
Yeah, who's not? The main character is a baby whose brain is implanted in an adult woman's body, and after she discovers she gets pleasure from touching her vagina, she spends the next 2 hours traveling around meeting men who unknowingly rape the child. I don't think you ever get. Well, it's actually very weird. That is super Hollywood right there.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Ooh, that is
You know
pretty
what
sick.
it feels like? It feels
That
like
is so like
like an excuse for
like a
male
child porn
manipulation and
excuse. Yeah, that essentially is it. That's very Hollywood right there. Oh God, I'm not surprised. Script is pretentious. It hurt.
How, like,
Yeah, I'm not
that's
surprised at that at
inherent.
all. That's so
Like,
the theme, the underlying
that's
theme
inherent
is
and
so
fucked
like.
up it is, but how well it's doing.
Yeah, I mean well, it's not. It's just Hollywood's pushing it. It's not doing well. It's not making money, so it's just.
Well, I know, but
it's getting the award recognition.
nominations.
Yeah, it's getting the award recognition because they're all fucking pedophiles. It's the underlying theme is that it's a pedophilia type thing. Tell you the truth, because it's essentially the mind of a child. It's the mind of a child, so it's right. This is accurate. Like that's fucked up. Here you go. There's more. It's funny. This is another one that how no one sees this as pedophile abuse. Everyone just finds it a masterpiece. This is man. This is the. I'm now realizing this is the main story of this movie. This is a pedophilia movie that is being pushed by Hollywood, like as an underlying art piece. And I mean,
this is not like The Whale.
Pretty fucked up. Yeah, I mean the fact that that her brain is like a baby's brain, and she's in like a like I mean it's essentially saying it's a kid who has an adult body. It's like Big. It's like raping like Tom Hanks from Big. And I mean it's the same thing.
It's like Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's a Franken person.
But honestly, if you're gonna do that subplot, why get Emma Stone? Get like Sydney Sweeney or some shit. Get some like big titted hot motherfucker.
Well, they want to get someone a little arty. They don't want to have some like bimbo out there. They don't want to parade around a bimbo. They want to like mask their pedophilia by art. And also maybe she probably was molested as a kid in the Hollywood system, so it was probably all like a or maybe she's doing it. Maybe it's all like a ploy, like she molested enough kids so that she can get the she can get the plus now. She's she's had all the baby blood she needs, you know. How much adrenochrome are they giving to Johnny Depp, right?
And after a pack of wolves and a guitar solo.
Yeah. I've been playing more guitar, by the way. I was actually looking about this. This is a sad thing about the inflation. This is a real inflation story that I witnessed today. Real inflation story I witnessed today. I'm gonna
Real inflation stories are a new ongoing segment.
Yeah, this is sad. Because I was setting up my guitar and I had to, lower the action, and I was kind of going in to lower the action. I put new strings on and lower the action, and I found my guitar case, and I found the receipt. I found the receipt for my guitar. It's a Fender Player HSS. It was from 2017. You can get the Fender Player HSS guitar today, and I paid $345 for the guitar. And this is an expensive car. A guitar. It's kind of a cheap guitar, but it's a good guitar. But do you know how much that guitar, my exact model, cost today? What do you think? What do you think it cost today? It was $350 in 2017. So this is a good guess. What do you think it cost today?
I don't know. I feel like a Price is Right contestant.
Yeah, you do. You should. I should give you a point.
555.
More.
850.
Pretty much, yeah. It's 845. 845.
So I lost.
Yeah, you went over. In Price is Right rolls, you would have went over. You would have lost the fucking yeah. You would have lost the
sailboat and the trip to Italy and the
Bayliner boat is all gone. Oh yeah. Yeah, you tripped them all on.
I'm suicidal.
Yeah. No, it's fucking $850, man. Basically you're right.
Do they track that, by the way? Like Price is Right contestants who have failed so miserably and lost that they kill themselves?
No, I don't think they've done that. There's that autistic guy who was on Price is Right. I think that's the only thing I've seen tracked.
No, I'm talking about losers. That guy was like dominating. That was some Rayman shit. Do we have that clip still?
I have it somewhere. I have a.
Oh, hey Bob, I'd like to bet $2,000 and.
Yeah, he's like my favorite Price is Right contestant ever.
How did you know that was the exact price? You know, like. Well, Bob, I'm watching up episodes and I've seen trends.
I do like the Price is Right, but I do think it's a little bit of a retarded show.
Lovely Shane has for you folks to bid on. It's a fun new motor scooter.
It's a fun new motor scooter.
It's hard to experience unless you're out of work. I mean, it's daytime television.
The Elite 80
it's the best daytime show.
You got to record it and then watch it later when you're home.
Fun ride. And you get to bid on this first bar ride.
$1,700.
$1,700, Michael.
Exactly, $2,148.
His bid is $2,148.
He's like some mixture of Rain Man and white trash.
Yeah, I love that he's
smart. Last week, and that was the exact price. I know that's what it is.
Mom, I've seen this episode about 6 times already, you old motherfucker.
I mean, you could tell like Bob Barker knew that he like got it like dead on. By the way, you get money for getting it dead on.
Bob, you can't bullshit me. I've seen this episode 6 times.
He says he watches every day. Now, if he wins this, you'll see that loyalty to this show paid off. What do you bid, Scott?
He
Why
admits
bid
it.
All? He has the exact price.
He admits it. If you track
what are the bids so far? The bids so far are $1,700 and $2,148.
Place their
$1,800.
You have an advantage.
Yeah, you always got to bid $1 over.
What they're doing all the time.
Now wait.
Someone got it exactly.
Michael is already leaping around down there. He says he's got it. Now we'll just find out whether you got it or not.
Motherfucker.
We have a lot of scooters, you know. First number is 2. $2,148. You got it exactly right. You got it exactly right. You got it exactly right.
I've waited 31 years for this moment. It's an honor, sir.
Well, it's an honor to have you on the show, and thank you for your loyalty, and I'm delighted that you got that price exactly right.
Where's my $500?
Oh, his $500. That's right.
You gotta wait and get that shit out the taxes, motherfucker.
He's like an autistic Paul McCartney looking guy.
I beg your pardon.
Give him that Sgt.
You see, I
Pepper's
was so
jacket.
excited about your answer and everything that I just
Paul McCartney?
temporarily forgot.
Yeah, he kind of looks like the Paul McCartney a little bit. Sgt. Pepper.
Would you settle for 4?
You don't want to give him Ringo?
No, I don't.
Yeah, a little bit of Ringo. Like he's kind of like a retarded Ringo Paul McCartney like clone thing.
Well, Ringo's already retarded, so you don't have to go that far.
Good point. That's a good point. Yeah, but oh yeah,
He just
Great
wants
guy.
to fuck an octopus.
Great guy
That's
here.
all he wants.
Yeah, and
And
great
who can
contestant.
blame them? They got 8 arms.
Sure. Do they have are they arms or are they tentacles?
You know what reminds me of in Cabin Boy, where he swims to shore that weird island and has sex with that blue lady, but then her husband comes home and he's like a giant.
The siren.
Yeah.
The siren in
Yeah, Cabin Boy is
Wait,
a
hold
weird.
on. I gotta get in my hold on. This is
Cabin
like,
Boy is a weird movie.
who's the siren in Homer? What is the siren? What's the name?
I don't know,
here?
but Chris Elliott
There's a
deserved
name,
better.
man. This is something we should all know. We're educated people from the millennia, right? We should know Homer's myth. Who is the siren in the Odysseus story?
Xena?
I gotta find it. Is it Cersei?
I think it's Lucy
Oh,
Lawless.
this is it. It's Cersei. Cersei.
From Game of Thrones?
Well, that's an Irish name that gets thrown around a lot, but it is the same name as Cersei. She's a siren, which kind of matches up with the character
Or
of
Xerxes.
Cersei. Cersei's kind of a siren, right?
100.
Beautiful women with amazing voices that allure people into their, demonic kind of things. That would kind of match up with Cersei there. Yeah, it kind of would. Yeah, there you go.
So like lure you into fucking your brother and throw in
Sydney Sweeney, modern day siren, right? There are all these sirens, right, man? They're trying to lure you in. Here's this is gonna match up with Carl Weathers. This is a little bit of play on his life, but best action movies? Question mark. Here's another list by MovieWeb, which I question their list. I've come to question their lists. I don't agree with their list, so take it with a grain of salt.
45.
45. We'll go through them. Point Break. Catherine Bigelow. I like this movie a lot. It's a good action movie. We were talking about this earlier with the masks. You got the president mask. That's a big action movie theme now because of Point
You
Break.
remember the female lead in that movie?
No. Lori Petty?
It's Tank Girl.
Is that Lori Petty?
She's kind of she's
Yeah, that is Tank Girl. Yeah, I know who she is.
Bull dykish brute.
Is she a punk singer?
Yeah, she's kind of like a surf punk.
Nice.
She's like a surf punk that is Patrick Swayze's leftovers.
Okay. Total Recall. This is way low on the list. I would put this a lot higher. This is a great movie. You got Michael Ironside, Sharon Stone being kind of like a operative spy. Schwarzenegger, who's like probably in his
But
best
she's also
role.
like a sex slave.
You got 3 tits. This is
And there's that midget with the machine gun.
midget women. This is honestly should be number 1.
And then there's the
What do you think about
sequence where
this?
the guy lifts his coat up, and there's like that.
Yeah, the
freak
guy like on
inside
his left
fucking
yeah.
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's awesome. This should not be this Yeah.
Well, not only is the movie awesome, but the director has a lot of good shit. Like, if you don't know Paul Verhoeven, you gotta get
I like
your
Snowpiercer.
IMDb, type it in, and try and figure that shit out from there.
Like, I like Snowpiercer. I don't think this is a bad movie, and it is Bong Joon-ho, whatever.
It's all right, but isn't it like
it's not
weird
better than
reboot?
Total Recall. Come on.
Isn't Snowpiercer like a strange adaptation?
No, I mean, well, I guess it feels like a lot of other things. I guess like it has like a vibe of many things before it, but it's not an adaptation.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I like Snowpiercer.
So
I do like this movie.
You know the part where like everyone eats bars of food made out of bugs?
Yeah. Yep.
They're just setting us up for that.
Yeah. Well, they're setting us up for this
It's
whole
coming.
thing. You're gonna eat the bugs and like it. Midnight Run.
Yeah, but you know, if it's like a powder or
a lot of good
drink
action movies,
or a paste or like something where you don't even know that it's made out of bugs, do you even really fucking care?
Well,
like,
I think there's a lot of protein powder that I don't think people realize is actually using bugs.
No, I know that's
it
what
is
I'm
already
saying.
happening.
Like, I feel like it's been going on.
It's been happening, yeah.
You're not aware of it, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Midnight Run. I know you like this movie, right? You like Midnight Run?
Well, I like Robert De Niro and I like Charles Grodin. I've never watched
I can't get
it
enough of
all
Charles
the way
Grodin.
through. I've just seen bits and pieces, but I've heard how great it is. Like Pat says, this is one of his favorite movies. So,
well, don't you think like Charles Grodin is kind of like the cherry on the?
You know,
it's like the
weird,
cherry on the sundae. You know,
yeah.
you get some Charles Grodin cherry on the sundae. There you go.
His top 5 is Midnight Run and all the House Party movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Him and his friends.
Interesting top 5.
Or State Troopers love all the House Party movies with Kin Play. You know Kin Play, right? The guy who's
I know the House Party movies, and I can't say I like any of them.
That's their shit.
They
And
feel
to me,
like
that's very confusing, and
they feel like a gay Purple Rain gang. That's again, you know, like the gay Purple Rain gang in the first movie. Like they got mullets and Jerry curls.
No, you're gonna have to show that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's like the enemy gang and House Party. That's like they look like they're from Purple Rain.
Oh, you said Purple Rain.
No, yeah, I'm talking about House Party though. I'm talking about like the antagonists. They're like these like Jerry curled black guys that kind of look like they're from Purple Rain. It's a really weird fucking movie. I would not understand why anyone would put that in their top movies. Born Ultimatum. Yeah, skip over that one. Casino Royale. Yeah, I'm gonna skip over that one.
What is this list?
This is best action movies, and
oh, okay.
So far, there's some things I don't like here. Top Gun from the top. Never seen it. Never seen a Top Gun movie. I'm outside of the frame of reference. I know there's like some gay volleyball.
Oh shit!
I mean, I feel like I've seen this movie from
You've
pop
never
culture.
seen Top Gun? Play the clip.
No,
Play
I've
the
never seen
clip.
I've never seen Top Gun,
You
but I feel like
deserve it.
I feel like I know the movie from pop culture. So it's like I think I could like tell
I've
you
seen it
everything
without even trying.
Like
so
I can tell you every single thing that happens in this movie without actually even seeing the movie. It's one of those movies. Like I know what happens in this movie. I know
Then again,
the one character dies. I know all about it.
Existence, and you live in a like Plex world where you can customize everything you see.
Oh yeah, I can see whatever I want to see.
I'm
I live in
to some horrible shit just from having like 4 movie channels and a bunch of sports stuff.
Well, you have access to my thing, so you shouldn't.
I do,
really
but
be doing that, man.
it's my Apple TV doesn't have like the ability to.
Well, you could pay $30 for an Amazon Prime stick. You should get that, man. Get an Amazon Prime.
$30 a month?
No, just straight up. It might even be less. It might be $20 now. It's like the cheapest thing possible now. Like,
well,
like
my birthday's coming up, so.
Oh, you're trying to? This is a ploy.
I've never like even tried that before, and it's not even that close. It's like 4 months.
I know. You know, it's funny thing is I had an extra at one
Actually,
point.
you know
I
what?
had
I
an
have that
extra
my
Prime
sister,
stick.
and my like cousin say that shit. It's like
You should
oh,
get a
yeah, I
fucking.
want this.
You should tell someone it's $30 for Amazon Fire Stick. $30. That's it. Apple TV is like fucking $200. The new Apple TV, like Apple TV, is not even worth it. I would never tell anyone to get it anymore. It's not worth it.
Well, we should reach.
It's actually
out
it's $170.
promotional stuff. You know, we're giving them a lot of ad space right now, and they're not paying for it, so they should be.
Yeah,
because we got some numbers.
Oh yeah, we have some game. We have like you know, we have a big percentage of our crowd that are gay. So here's a clip for that.
Let's go. Okay,
It's super gay. Gayest thing you can watch on the internet.
But it's also for women too. I mean, they want to see them all flex.
Do they though?
I don't know. Actually,
You want to see? I don't think they do.
Oh shit! Val Kilmer's got frosted tips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember frosted tips and like a gold chain were a weird trend.
I'm gonna question your sexuality after this clip.
You see that Val Kilmer documentary? It's fucking dark.
No, I don't want to see that because I like Val Kilmer. So
I know.
That's hard to watch.
I feel the same way. It's like I know it might be good, but I don't want to put myself through it.
It's hard to watch. I kind of picture. I always picture him like how he's at the end of Tombstone. So I'll just kind of picture him at the end of Tombstone, where he's in that hospital.
Poisoning.
Sure.
But you know what's awesome about that character?
That'll be my last moment of.
He's
Val Kilmer
made a
reference.
ton of money from playing cards. He's really good.
I always like Val Kilmer too. He's like I've always been a
I
fan.
always like Tombstone.
Tombstone, man. I've always actually had to say
It's a
like
good fucking movie.
as a kid, man.
Kurt Russell, the guy from The Big Lebowski, who's the cowboy.
Yeah, as a young boy, I've always
Bill
liked.
Paxton. I love Bill Paxton. That motherfucker's in a lot of good shit.
I was also, as a young kid, I always liked
Twister.
Batman Forever. I always liked the Val Kilmer Batman. I thought Val Kilmer was a good Batman.
Is that the one with Poison Ivy? Or
No, that would be the one with Jim Carrey and the face off.
shit! Yeah, and Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I think it's a
and,
pretty. No, I don't think Drew Barrymore's in it.
Yeah, she plays Two-Face's girlfriend. Two-Face.
Oh, she does.
Tommy Lee
she
Jones
yeah.
has two girlfriends. The white one is Drew Barrymore.
I like
and
that
the black
movie.
one is the Italian girl from Entourage.
Well, I liked it as a kid. I have no clue what that movie would be like today. If I rewatched that movie, I have no clue how I would feel. Like watching Seal
Jim
Kissed by a
Carrey
Rose.
plays the Riddler, right?
Yeah, the Jim Carrey Riddler and the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face.
And Nicole
I like
Kidman's
that.
in.
It's actually like I'd say I kind of like it, like the third best Batman in my mind. But
I don't know. I kind of like the one with Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl, and
no, I don't like that one with the fucking
well, it's not
Arnold
good. It's
Schwarzenegger.
horrible, but Poison Ivy's played by
It's because here's the thing though, they're preying off of us because we were like we were
Uma
children at that.
Thurman plays
Right. We were children
Poison
at the time.
Ivy.
Yeah. Oh no. I totally agree. It's like at the time I was entertained by that movie because I was a child.
Well, it was definitely really weird. They had George Clooney in a.
But I knew as a kid, I liked the other one better.
And I remember there was like a big, big controversy and people writing up the fact that the bat suit for some reason now had nipples.
Nipples, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that.
Why do you think that it was?
And wasn't it like an well? It's because the director was gay.
Nipples on the bat suit, instead of just making like some sheen armor. Like,
Well,
why
it's
did they
because,
go from
it was
nothing to
because the director
having
was gay.
male nipples represented? It's a fucking strange.
Well, that director was like
Ooh.
notoriously gay, so that's
Who did
part of
that?
it.
That's
Joel
isn't the guy who did
Schumacher. Joel Schumacher.
Titanic?
No. Lost Boys. A little gayer. Think a little gayer, and you'll get Lost Boys and Batman and Robin. Yeah, Joel Schumacher. He did Batman Forever. He did Batman Forever, and that is not a bad movie.
What's he known for? Like what?
Lost Boys. Definitely known for Lost Boys.
No, like he's got to have something that made more money than that. Yeah, this weird like ass pelvic shot.
Oh, Michael, go.
Based on DC Comics.
I want a car.
But you do.
Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
Ugh. Get some bad little one-liners there. Hey, Marvel kind of bought into that, I guess.
Wait, who was the other villain? That is that the one with Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger villain, which was awful, and then you have Bane and Uma Thurman, and yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Bane went from that cartoony shit to the what's that British actor Tom Hardy?
Yeah, which I think was more like the real
like,
Bane,
overly fucking serious, way too serious.
No, but I think that's kind of like what he was like in the comics. I know comic book people hated the Bane and like the Batman and Robin movie. Like they hated it. But I mean that movie was obviously not made for fucking comic book fans. I mean that was made for kids and to make money off action figures. That's what that movie was made for.
Yeah, like
that was an action figure.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type shit.
Oh yeah,
The
and even
Power
worse,
Rangers.
like every single thing in that movie felt like it was made to be a fucking action figure. That was back when action figures would make money.
They still do. You just got to know what shit to buy.
No, I just don't think. No, not really. Like they don't make money like they used to.
Well,
like back then, they
nothing
actually
makes
used to make
like
money.
it used to. The entire fucking economy and markets went to shit. Like if you look at sports card sales from right after the stimulus packages were released during COVID, everything dropped off like 30, 40, not 30, 3,000-4,000 from the original sales of that time period.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Freeze wants to shoot something. But heat scan Batman's thermal sensors make Freeze sweat. And now the blazing Bat Hammer lights up the night, ready for the final fight, sending the frozen fiend to a massive meltdown. Batman and Robin, figures and vehicles each sold separately, batteries not included. Batman and Robin, Ice Terror Mr. Freeze launches a chilling strike. Blastwing Batman whips his massive cape to cut down the cold criminal. Now Robin comes with his Redbird cycle to put evil on ice, and Batgirl blasts in to send Freeze to the cooler. Batman and Robin, vehicles come with figures. Blastwing Batman sold separately.
Who defends this city?
Batman and Robin.
Leading the ultimate airstrike. Aerial combat Batman. Wings out, swooping down. Aerial defender Robin. Diving in, missiles on. Chill them out, knock them cold. Vehicles come with built-in pilot beams sold separately. Be the man, Batman. Who defends this city?
Batman and Robin.
The legend, the Dark Knight, the battle.
Ooh, I might have had this one.
Now show him the blade.
The jet blade, spinning. Now that's hot.
I am
Batman. Batman and Robin vehicles and figures each sold separately. Be the man, Batman. Who defends this city?
Batman and Robin.
The Bat is the baddest, coolest, freeze criminals in their trash. Batman. The legend, the Dark Knight. The Bat unleashes an ambush attack.
Evil's gone to dust. What about the bird?
Robin, the Boy Wonder, the Blast Wing.
What about the bird?
Now show him the blade.
Now show him the blade.
The jet blade, spinning, spinning, spinning. Now that's hot. Who defends this city? It could be you.
Now show him the blade. Who defends the city? It could be you. There you go. Best action movies. Oh, Rambo: First Blood, Part 2. Back to that. What do you think about a Rambo series? I don't know. They're okay. I like the first one. I don't think I've seen anything more than that. Top Gun Maverick is high on the list here. I never seen the Top Gun movie, so I'm out of my range. I've seen The Fugitive. I like The Fugitive. I think I saw this in theaters in 1993. How old was I? 6? I saw this. I saw this in theaters. I thought it was boring. This was a very boring movie in theaters when I was 6 years old. Did you ever see this? Ever see The Fugitive? Harrison Ford being like 40, running around. There you go. The Fugitive. Enter the Dragon. Good kung fu movie. I've seen this. I've seen it later in life. I liked it. Oh, The Matrix. All right, we can talk about that. Come on, Neo here, the White Rabbit. This was a great movie. It was one of those movies that I think changed everything. I really love this movie, and I think it kind of like never meant to have a sequel. That when I see the sequels later, I realize, yeah, this was just meant to be one movie. If this was just one movie, how awesome would this movie be? You know, like this would be like standalone in time. You didn't need to make any sequels. Like this would have been perfect. Perfect. You know, like at the end of the movie, he flies up like Superman. This is fucking great. I love this movie. Everything else, no. What about Love It? You a Matrix fan? It's also one of the first movie, like one of those movies I remember that like people would be like, "Oh, you got to go see the effects in this movie." Like, you have to go see this movie to go see the special effects in theaters. Like that was a big issue of this movie. I remember hearing that. Like, go see this fucking movie. It's 1999, asshole. You know, you're fucking 13 years old. Go watch this movie. It's about a hacker and a rebel group and a bald fucking couple bald men. You know, and Lawrence Fishburne.
Talking about Morpheus like that?
No, I'm just talking about how awesome would this movie be, like The Matrix, like later on, if there was never any other sequels. If it was just The Matrix, how awesome would this movie be?
Well, I mean, you could say that about a lot of franchises. That
this feels like the most. Like if there was no other movie other than this in the Matrix series, like Matrix, it would be like,
I don't know. I
like,
gotta say, the fucking Hobbit was not good.
You know what, man? I watched The Hobbit recently. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not that bad. I saw the first one, and I was like, this isn't that bad. I think it was just there's such a high bar for The Hobbit from the Lord of the Rings that it's just like it didn't meet it. Didn't meet that bar, but it's still
to
like
me, it wasn't about that. It's just how they handled releasing it. You know, like they
yeah.
took
I mean, there's so many things, man.
one
in that
movie
that, like,
and milked it out into 3, and it was just a lot of it was just felt like padding.
No, but even in that in the single movie, like just the first Hobbit movie, I was realizing like there's so many acting performances that you could actually make impactful, and they didn't. And I have to blame that on Peter Jackson.
In all the Hobbit shit, I just didn't find any of the characters that likable at all.
Well, I thought. Well, did you like Bilbo? I thought the Bilbo guy is good. Martin Freeman, I think, is
right.
good.
Yeah, he's all right.
No, I think he works. I think
At
he
that
didn't
point,
really.
He's just like so over fucking saturated. He was in the
Sherlock,
Simon Pegg stuff.
Sherlock.
He was in Office shit. He was in
Sherlock.
That other sci-fi movie based off the book. Fuck, what was that shit?
How about this
The
Black
King
Panther?
died.
Have you ever seen Black Panther? This movie, I thought this was awesome.
Yeah, I've seen like fucking 80 times. I have 4 channels, and 80% of the time they're playing a fucking superhero movie. So yeah, I've seen Black Panther at least like 40 fucking times without even trying to.
Born Identity, I like it, but again, to me, it was never my favorite thing. I liked it though.
You might as well call it Invictus.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I can't really talk much about it. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. Police Story, I love this movie. Now, this is one out of these lists here. I do love Police Story. Like the effects and like the special effects and not even special effects, like the stunt work that goes on here with Jackie Chan is like amazing. So if you like any kind of stunt work, this is like a fucking primer series to watch. Like excellent stunts in here. He's like hanging off a fucking bus with a fucking umbrella. Every single thing he did in here could have like killed him in real life, but actually worked out. So it's one of those type of films where, you know, he didn't realize like I'm Jackie Chan, so I don't have to like do everything. But it's like a pro wrestler who they're trying to pull out all the stunts before they're like dead. That's what this movie felt like. Mission Impossible Fallout. I've never seen it. I haven't seen all these Mission Impossible movies. I've seen, I think, 2 or 3 of them. I'm not a big action. El Mariachi I like a lot. That's a great movie, especially for independent filmmaker type movies. This is like the ultimate independent filmmaker movie, made for $7,000 in the 1990s. You know, made for nothing, and it feels like it, but it's actually like still, it's entertaining. It's nicely edited. It's nicely shot for what they had, and you know, it is what it is. You ever seen El Mariachi? Love it.
Bits and pieces. There's isn't there like a sequence where they have people fighting each other and one of them breaks their leg, and then they have to wear a metal leg cast the rest of the time?
I think so. It's hard. It's hard to say. A lot of these.
Honestly, I remember more the Antonio Banderas Desperado shit than I do any of that crap.
I remember El Mariachi.
And not only that, wasn't Johnny Depp mixed in?
That's Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Yeah. But the first movie is
that?
Super fucking. Yeah. This is the first one, man, is like super fucking. It was shot on videotape. It has a videotape vibe.
Yeah,
I mean, I like it a lot.
Really
that's actually why I like the movie.
Buy me bullshit. I'd rather see Selma Hayek and Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, that's later on.
In the lit bedroom, just slow grinding in some fake sex shit, and then shoot up a bunch of poor people. Then back to that. Then shoot up some poor people. Then back to that. You know.
Here's our second Doug Liman movie.
Emma Watson.
Doug Liman was in he made the first Born Identity, but and also the new Roadhouse. So he's got an action movie history here. But The Edge of Tomorrow I do like a lot. I mean, I remember when they rebranded this. Yeah, I like this movie a lot. It's good.
I think
it's a very
it's
good movie.
Watchable, but I mean, I like Emily Blunt a lot. I don't know if I like the movie a lot.
I kind of like this movie for an action
Emily
movie.
Blunt.
She's sort of like the trainer.
She's got a weird career.
She does. She definitely does. I'm a highly attractive, highly good actress.
I feel like she deserved better.
Hardcore Henry. I know.
I saw him was that shit with Anne Hathaway.
Oh, you saw her in that.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. I think she's actually friendly with Anne Hathaway for sure. And she did that movie recently. She directed that movie, right? A different movie, the one with the Stepford Wife kind of movie that you saw with that fucking Harry Styles guy. I think she directed that.
Anne Hathaway?
No, Emily Blunt.
Really?
Yeah, what was that movie?
Oh, you know what? That makes sense because she's married to the that piece of shit from The Office who made The Quiet.
Yeah, I think she directed that movie. I'm almost positive she directed what was it? That fucking shitty. It didn't seem forgotten in time now. But I'm quite sure she directed that movie. I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. I'll say that.
Well, you're only.
I think I am wrong.
Internet search away.
I think I am wrong. What's the Harry Styles movie he was in? Some female director directed it. Some gay fucking Stepford Wives type movie. Don't worry, darling. Is that the movie?
Oh, I thought you were thinking of Dunkirk.
Oh, it was directed by Olivia Wilde, the other hot type girl who looks a little bit like Emily Blunt or reminds me of Emily Blunt. So maybe it was that.
She's with fucking. You know what's weird? That's a weird parallel because she's with Jason Sudeikis, who was on SNL and has this.
I think she's with
TV show with
Harry
soccer
Styles
players.
now. I think she's with Harry Styles now, though. I think she left him. And I'm ashamed to know why I know that. I'll say that's very shaming to know that she's.
You don't have to even try and know it. It just gets washed over you.
Yeah, it's like washed over. I could be wrong too. I have no clue. I can't say I really know anything. Hardcore Henry, I've seen this movie. It sucks, so I'm gonna pass over that. Hot
like
Fuzz,
POV video game.
Yeah, shitty POV. I remember. Hot Fuzz.
It reminds me of like Duke Nukem.
Hot Fuzz is great. I don't think it's my favorite. I think a lot of people give a lot of credit to this movie, though. I'll say that. Like, I like this movie, but I think it gets a little bit more acclaim than it really deserves.
Well, it probably goes Shaun of the Dead.
It's like Shaun of the Dead by a long shot, though. And I mean, it's like big percent above.
You don't have to like gauge the options. You just have to list them in some kind of order. You know,
well, it's the Cornetto trilogy.
Shaun of the Dead. You don't like Hot Fuzz?
I do like Hot Fuzz, but I just don't think it's the same thing as how I think like Shaun of the Dead is like incredibly original.
So then you're placing it behind World's End, and
I mean, I would say honestly, I would say Hot Fuzz. I would say Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World Ends. But I think there's a big like gap between each one of them. Almost, you know what I mean? Like, I like all of them. Believe me, I like all those movies. But I think like Shaun of the Dead is like probably the best zombie movie there is, like above any other zombie movie. So I'd put that at like the top, in my opinion, because it has everything.
Compared to what?
Compared to every zombie movie, I'd put it as I'd say it's the best zombie movie there is. There's the comedy, there is actual legitimate horror, there's drama, there's like sad events, there's funny events. It's the best of it.
Is 20 Days Later a zombie movie or like a?
Sure, I think it's a
or
bad.
Is it like a
movie.
disease outbreak movie?
Same thing. I don't like it. It's okay. I mean, there's things about 28 Days Later that I like. I like the part where he's in London and it's empty. Like I love that. The cinematography of that is great. But I just overall I don't think that movie's
I'm not trying to compare them. I'm just trying to understand the classification of 28 Days Later.
I would consider that a zombie movie.
To me, they're not zombies. Zombies are dead and they're slow.
No, they are. They are.
The only time zombies got fast was when they made that Day of the Dead reboot in the mall with Ving Rhames, and they're all running.
Dawn of the Dead. Yeah. By yeah.
I don't know. I think one of the best zombie.
I think the Day of the Dead is my favorite Romero movie.
First few seasons of The Walking Dead. That's like people forget.
Well, the first season. The first season.
Run it's had, but like its initial run was really fucking good. They had
the first. I'd say the one. I mean, definitely the first season of Walking Dead.
Who was trying to fuck his wife?
Yeah,
Jane.
Jane.
I forget that. I don't remember the name of the actor, but that whole plot line was pretty gross and fucked up. Where
it's in the comics, so it's like that was dude. The first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead are like amazing, but like the first season of The Walking Dead almost feels like a Romero.
Also,
thing.
At the same time,
it feels like a Romero movie.
They were kind of gross and like sci-fi level. Like they were not that big budget whatsoever.
No, and that was what was nice about it. It felt like the fucking Romero movies. It felt like a George Romero.
They didn't have that much to work with, and they were just making the most out of very limited resources, and it just came down to the writing.
And it felt like a continuation a little bit in a weird sense, because like the Day of the Dead, I think it's 1985 by Romero, but the one where they're in the underground bunker, that's the most. It feels like The Walking Dead. It feels the most like The Walking Dead, and I almost feel like The Walking Dead is like a continuation of that story.
I mean, my favorite zombie movie, I don't know if it even counts because like aliens are mixed in, is Night of the Creeps. Like I fucking love that.
That's pretty
movie.
good. Yeah, I mean, I generally would say my favorite is Shaun of the Dead, just because of Also, all the homage too. There's a big homage to the, Dawn of the Dead, George Romero type series, but also you have
I don't know. I
legitimate
really like
comedy, you have legitimate dramatic moments. Yeah, I do like the
I like World's End more than Hot Fuzz.
World's End is interesting. I think Hot Fuzz is good, but it's again, not my favorite.
The only thing about World's End is like I feel like the first half is really good, and then at a certain point it doesn't know where to go, and the end is very abrupt and kind of cheap and short.
Yeah, now this right here, Ip Man is fucking.
But
great.
like the beginning and the first half of World's End is really good.
Yeah, Ip Man, IP Man, Ip Man. I don't know what we're gonna call him. Is great. This is a great movie. This is a great fucking
watched it?
movie. Oh yeah, I love Ip Man. This is I only saw it like a year or two ago. Yeah, basically like he's like a kung fu master, and then the Japanese overtake China because this is during World War II, and like every single person is like, you kind of see like this typical China where like it's like a thriving society, and then like Japanese come in and like overtakes everything, and Ip Man, like the main guy here, he's like this kung fu master, but and he has all this school, and then when his country gets overthrown, he's basically like nothing. So like it's kind of about him living in this weird Japanese occupation, and they try to fight the Chinese people just for like pleasure. Like the Japanese want to put these Chinese people up against fighting each other for pleasure, and he kind of like
sounds
keeps
like
winning.
Gladiator.
Yeah, it has a Gladiator vibe. It does have a Gladiator. It's a great movie. It's really good. Ip Man is great. That's
No, I've heard how great it is, but I've never
movie.
actually watched any of it. Is it
This
on
is
Plex?
something. This is definitely. This is something to watch. I would say there's multiple sequels for a reason, but Ip Man, the first one is really good.
Playlist on Plex, like this is the best shit to go and see.
Well, I'm telling you now. I think I can't make you a playlist because you're.
I'm not gonna remember this. Jesus Christ, I can barely remember 5 minutes ago.
I would say Ip Man. Ip Man is awesome. I mean,
Every time you say Ip Man, it sounds like you're saying Hitman.
It's either Ip Man or IP
And
Man. I don't know
Hitman
how
is
to
a
say
totally
it.
different franchise, and it's terrible. It's based off of a video game.
Yeah, it's 1938 in China. Here we go.
When Japan invaded China, they ruled with a deadly fist. Many rose to fight against them. But only one man had the secret. A warrior legend.
Super Chinese propaganda.
Conquered and oppressed. Who never lost his honor.
This feels like that shit you get when you're checking out of a food store and they have that like kiosk of movies to rent.
Yeah. I like the Donnie Yen though, man. Donnie Yen's exactly.
Despite racism.
Yeah. Donnie Yen's always good in kung fu movies. He's in Hero as one of the guys with. I think he's the guy with the staff. He's got a staff in Hero. He's that guy. He's great in that too. I like Hero a lot. That's a great movie. One of my favorite kung fu movies.
Is that spelled Gyro?
No, the HERO
with no onions,
Jet Li,
right?
With Jet Li and
No mayo, no onions.
Yeah, no ton of soy sauce though. Crank, 2006. You ever see Crank? I never seen this movie.
Yeah, it's with Amy Smart from.
Is he on Crank?
There's a weird sequence where
you doing drugs?
Well, yeah, several times because he has to like shoot shit into his heart to stay alive. But
okay.
Part of it is he doesn't have any drugs at the time, so he has to have sex with Amy Smart in the middle of the street to get his heart rate up.
That sounds like accurate. That'd get anyone's heart rate up, right? They saw fucking Road Trip, right? If you've seen Road Trip, you get your heart rate up, right? Some small tits and big nipples. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Well, Road Trip is Tom Green.
You got some Amy Smart though in there too.
Tom Green, Stifler,
Amy Smart,
that creepy nerd guy who Horatio
The new guy?
Sands rubs his French toast up his asshole, and then
Yeah.
he eats it.
I think that's burned into
Fucking
my memory,
disgusting.
unfortunately.
You know what? Remember when we were doing all that boner comedy shit?
That's burned into my memory, which is like really terrible. I have a Horatio Sands.
Yeah, like, that's why when we did that boner comedy shit, it was like
Burned.
fucking 3 episodes long.
Yeah.
There's a
Crouching
lot of
Tiger.
boner shit.
Crouching Tiger, great movie. Awesome. Michelle Yeoh. Probably the first time I saw Michelle Yeoh was this movie. But the better one I like is there's a better one afterwards.
I mean, you know who really steals the show is the
younger girl,
young Asian bitch in the desert.
Yeah, who's the young girl? I forget who that is. She's in Hero.
Yeah, she plays the hot flat bitch.
Yeah, she's in that part where she's getting killed by like the older woman.
Yeah.
What's her name? Is she still around?
Lucy Liu.
Zhang. Her name is Zhang.
Lucy Liu.
Yeah, she's still good looking. She's very gorgeous. She's 44.
Totally
gorgeous.
Asian women aged like fucking.
Yeah, this is it. Zhang.
They look like they're 20 and
Zhang.
fucking 50.
Yeah, that's her. All right. What's it? Oh, Aliens. All right. Wow. This list is already wrong because this should be higher in the list. Higher in the list. Come on. It's a brilliant movie. One of the best, man. You got Paul Reiser, you got Bill Paxton, you got some action, you got some aliens. It's the best. It's way better than the original one. Probably the best sequel. RoboCop. Again, this should be in the top 10. RoboCop. Aliens.
Top 10 of what?
Top action. I mean, for me, this is in my top 10 for action movies. Come on.
This list is like way
Throw a
too
fucking
long.
alien. I mean, I don't trust this list anymore.
I forgot like what we're even talking about.
Terminator 2. I mean, we're talking number 20. Terminator 2. Jesus Christ. What's gonna be the top ones here? We'll have to see. Taken. Yeah, I guess I like it. I don't like it more than those other 3 movies or 4 movies.
I don't know. It's pretty iconic and memorable.
It's iconic and memorable, but would you say you like it more than Terminator 2 or RoboCop?
It's not a matter of liking it more than
Aliens,
Terminator 2. It's what came
or
before
Crouching
it.
Tiger. No, I don't put it in that league yet.
No. I feel like you're comparing to stuff that came behind it when we need to compare it to stuff that came ahead of it.
I like this movie a lot. The Raid. I think
I
this
haven't
is a really
seen it.
good
I
one.
just heard it's got some insane action
Yeah.
sequences.
Well, have you seen the new Judge Dredd movie? It's the same movie. It's the
Oh,
like
it's a
literally the
ripoff?
same movie. No, I think Judge Dredd might have ripped off this.
Homage.
They both kind of ripped off each other, is what it kind of sounds like. They're made
Well,
around the same time.
No, you can't rip off something that came after you.
No, I think they were like made around the same time, like within
Oh,
months of each
really?
other. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
It's like Munsters, Addams Family, where you know both those shows came out like within weeks of each other. So there was like no way either one of them knew about the other one.
You might want to check out
Isn't that
these
weird?
10 gritty American crime thrillers that'll keep you on the edge of your seat.
Right. But isn't that weird how the Munsters or Addams Family didn't know about the other version of their show?
That's
Like,
bullshit.
fucking-
What are you talking about?
No, dude, they literally came out within 2 weeks of each other. And there was
Yeah,
like
because
there's
one stole the idea.
in production? I don't think so.
You think they just happened to accidentally come
Yes, I
across
think they
the
actually
same
happened to
idea
hit on the same time.
Come on. Fucking
Kill Bill. Again, I think I'd put this higher.
yeah,
It's
that
way
needs
higher,
to be
man.
like top 10, I would say.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what their top 10 is, but this is a great movie. Bullet, Steve McQueen movie. I've seen this. It's pretty good.
I heard it's really good. I have not seen it before.
I'd put this a little lower than the ones we've talked about.
I've never
But,
seen it, so I can't really judge it.
Leon the Professional. I like this movie a lot. I don't even consider it in this list almost though.
Yeah, it's just
It's a
such
different type of
slow
movie.
burner.
Yeah, it's more of a dramatic movie than an action movie.
I'd say Gary
I get there's
Oldman
some
overshadows the entire movie.
Jean
'cause he's
Reno,
a fucking great villain.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely, it's a good movie. Definitely watch it if you haven't
It's
seen
good,
it.
but top
Ooh,
20.
this
Heat
fits.
definitely needs to be up here.
Yeah,
This
this
shit is
fits.
fucking awesome.
This fits. I think this also should be in the top 5, probably.
Well, it depends on what's ahead of it.
Yeah, this 100% fits in the category. This is a great movie and good acting and good story, great scenes. Michael Mann, brilliant. Definitely get it.
Yeah, he's got several things that are good. It's not
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna think we're gonna see some more Michael Mann in this list. French Connection, William Friedkin.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a good movie.
William Friedkin. Hey, do we have any clips left still, or that they're like so old?
I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Al Pacino thinks.
There you go.
That's for cruising.
Yeah, it's for cruising. Unleashed 2005. I've never seen this, but I do like Jet Li. So
I've never heard of it, but this makes sense as to like
some
to
Bob
be
Costance in
the
there.
really well received vehicle for Jet Li to be so popular for so long.
I like Jet Li. Like I have to say, like he is good.
No, I know
like,
this is probably like
yeah.
his.
I don't
legit,
doubt this
like
is good.
really good fucking movie that made all of us know who he is.
Yeah, like I know this is high on the list, and I've never seen it, but I don't doubt it. Like there's other ones I kind of doubt.
I don't doubt it being good
I
for a
don't doubt
second
it.
because this is probably why we know like all his bullshit crap.
Oh, this is a good movie, The Rock. I remember seeing this in theaters.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
pretty
very
good.
goofy and entertaining.
It's goofy, man. I don't think I'd put this at the top.
It does not need to be
11.
in the top 20.
No. But again, I'd put it at. You could put this at the top of the list. And
I
I'd
would
be
put
like,
it in like the top 50, but
Yeah,
like
like,
this
put
is
it in the
a
40.
stupid, dumb, goofy ass, like almost car racing bullshit movie. This is not.
Yeah, and also during the high.
This
points
is like
of,
way too high.
Yeah, this is around like the Nicolas Cage face-off era.
This list is confusing because
It's
at times it's like legitimately well-respected, smart, good stuff, and then
that
very strange, confusing, bullshit, entertaining crap.
Yeah, and then this Speed, I actually might put this.
No, it's good. Like
This
needs
should
to
be in the top
up here.
5.
I don't know about top 10, but it needs to be up.
No,
here.
I kind of think it should be in the top 5. This is a great movie for action.
Dennis Hopper is a fucking great villain. He's
Dude,
so
fucking
sadistic
honestly,
and disgusting.
The performances from
And also Jeff Daniels, like
that's what I was gonna
he
say.
gets
Jeff
fucked over
Daniels is
so
like
hard, man. And you
Jeff
love
Daniels,
Jeff Daniels.
Honestly, Jeff Daniels
is like one of those guys you don't want to see bad shit happen to him.
No, Jeff Daniels, Dennis Hopper, and Sandra Bullock are like fucking.
You know what? Speed. I
carrying this
agree.
movie.
Like Speed needs to
Carrying
be top
this.
5 to 10.
I think Speed is like, if you put Speed at number 1, I'd have no issue with it. No issue with that. I get it. I'd get that. It's a great action movie. It's like the quintessential action movie, especially
You know what?
with like
the thing
the
about it
plot
is like
line
the
is
pacing
so
is
perfect.
just so fucking clean. You know?
No, but it's
like
so
the pacing
perfect
of
as
it.
a plot.
It feels like 2 hours and 30 minutes just because of how well it's just set. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
No,
explain
and
it. It's
the
such
plot,
a clean,
the plot is so
well-made
perfect.
movie.
The plot also with like you can't go over 50 miles per hour, and you as an audience member know like all the rules are set for you, and you're like you understand the rule. It's very perfect. It's very perfect.
But there's so much good predisposition that happens even before they're on the bus. You know?
Yeah, and I would say this like I said, like Dennis Hopper, Sandra Bullock, and Jeff Daniels are the standout. I would say like Keanu Reeves could be like any other actor, but again, that he's in it, so there you go.
But hold on, this just made me think: who directed that movie?
John D. Bonet.
What else has he done? Because I want to. I like. It made me realize, like, I want to check out what the fuck this guy's.
All right. I think
done.
It's funny because he is like I'd assume he's like a master of action movies because the suspense in that movie and like the relatability is brilliant. Twister, he did Twister.
I mean, I like that shit. Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I agree.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's another good movie. Like,
he did Twister.
It's not like good, but it's like so fucking watchable.
I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say it's actually pretty solid as far as a directing job. He did.
This is part in Twister.
That's about it, man.
Like they all go to this old like woman's house who's kind of somewhat raised them, and then later on in the movie, the Twister demolishes her house, and she's like pretty much dying up in the attic. Like that kind of shit is so manipulative to your emotions and stuff. You know, like they know exactly how to like fuck your shit up.
Yeah, he's actually only done a few movies, this guy. He's only done 6 directed movies. He did Speed.
He's got a pretty solid track record,
or
despite how
5 real
limited
big
it
movies.
is.
One's a short. He did Speed, he did Twister, he did Speed 2, which sucks. He did The Haunting, which sucks. That's got Owen
I don't know,
Wilson and
Speed
Kathy
2
Tina
is
Jones.
like a good bad
Nah,
movie
Speed 2
where
sucks.
Willem Dafoe is the villain.
That's
He's
like
got
something we should talk
leeches in
about
a
more.
bathtub, and then it's like this weird.
Nah, that's a really bad
trip.
movie.
Like, no, it's bad. Of course, it's bad, but
that's a really bad
It's like
movie.
it's so weird that it's kind of good. Where
yeah, and also like Keanu
Jason
Reeves is
Patrick
replaced.
is somehow now Keanu Reeves, and no one's saying
Yeah.
anything about it.
Yeah, it's really bad. He did the
Jason
Tomb Raider
Patrick
movie.
from the Lost Boys.
He did the Tomb Raider movie with Angelina Jolie, which is also really fucking bad. That's like another thing
that's
though.
bad.
That's like, dude, I think she's just like she's really bad. No one realizes how bad she is. She is an awful actress. Awful actress. Other than what? I don't think she's been good in anything.
Interrupted shit with Winona Ryder.
Is she good in that, or is she just like incredibly over the top in that movie?
Well, that's the thing, is like she definitely overacts, but she got so much.
She's kind of overacts in every single thing she does.
Crap.
I can't think of anything that she's done that's been like, oh, she's really good in that. Hackers, because she's overacting in that too. What is it? I don't think she's good at all. Anything like that's where you question, is she good in anything?
Not Geely. She's in some like
I mean, the best part is probably Girl Interrupted. I'll say that. That's probably her best part.
That's a lesbian that's supposed to be really good, but other than that, it's like the Tomb Raider stuff.
That movie sucks.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
The movie sucks. That's just basically a movie to put out 2 celebrities that are in a relationship together. That was the point of that movie. To put out like, here's 2 celebrities that are in a relationship, go see their movie. That was the point of that movie. It reminds me of that the John Cusack movie.
Fucking flawed and shitty.
Like that John Cusack movie had a movie that was about that. It was about him having like a wife who's, oh God. I remember liking this movie at the time. I think it's a Julia Roberts movie with him, where he's like dating, like they're basically like this terrible
actors.
Yeah, they're this terrible celebrity couple that are in a movie like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. No. It's just the same scenario as
it's Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that movie.
Is like this actor with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Julia Roberts plays her personal assistant.
Yeah, America's Sweethearts. It's called.
Eventually falls in love with her.
Yeah, it's called America's Sweethearts. It's not that bad.
Why do we remember that movie so well?
Because I've seen it like multiple times. I
feel
owned
like
it.
I saw it accidentally in theaters for a little bit. You know, like one of those movies where might have like
not a bad movie. That's all I'll say. Not a bad movie.
I don't know. Just something about Julia Roberts is like
written by Billy Crystal. And Billy Crystal's in it. Billy Crystal's like one of the publicists or something. It wasn't a bad movie. It was kind of funny. That's all I can remember.
Yeah,
it was kind of funny.
Like a Rob Reiner movie.
It does.
Like Harry Met Sally.
I think it was by Joe. All right, it's this guy, Joe Roth. I don't know. He's done. Oh, he's done shit with. It's by a guy who's done shit with Angelina Jolie multiple times. So that's kind of interesting. It all kind of lines up. Oof. All right, number 9, John Wick. Have you ever seen the John Wick movies? Because I've only seen a little bit of these movies.
Yeah,
I've seen enough. I've heard good things.
Well, the first movie fucking sucks because his puppy gets murdered. So that part is really manipulative.
That's about where I turned off the movie. I turned it off when I saw that. I was like, I'm not watching this. That's where I stopped.
You know,
I
like
see what you're doing. No, I felt very manipulated, and I was like, fuck that. Number 8.
John Wick is kind of like a Disney movie.
Kind of. I mean, here you go. Number 8, Goldfinger. I've never seen this
No,
movie.
I don't know this shit.
I don't like.
I know I know the Pierce Brosnan stuff.
I don't like James Bond. I absolutely don't like James
Goldeneye
Bond.
is fucking awesome. I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, that game's okay.
And that game was
okay. I don't really like that game. I never
multiplayers.
liked shooters, so even at the time as a
No,
kid,
I didn't
never
like
liked
shooters
that game.
either.
I still don't really like that
Well,
game.
I played a ton of Halo.
Yeah, I mean, Halo I think I like better than GoldenEye. But
Well, Halo was after.
Halo had a cool little campaign that I could watch other people play and be interested. I remember thinking like the story was kind of cool. Number 7, Mad Max is really high up on this list. I mean, I don't mind this movie, but fuck. This above Terminator 2 or fucking Aliens.
There needs to be like a
Come on.
time designation for the beginning and end of
I mean,
the
this
cutoff.
is sad. Come on. You can't say that this movie's better than Aliens. You can't say this movie's better than Terminator 2, like Terminator 1. Any of these. I like this movie a lot, too. Like, I mean, I really like this movie. Don't get me wrong. But, shit. I don't agree with the rankings. Die Hard, I feel like Die Hard is in a good spot here. I almost would, again, maybe move it up to within the top 5. I don't mind a Speed. I don't mind a Die Hard in top 5. I don't mind. Well, we'll see. But Die Hard, 1988. Great movie.
Looks
Great
like
action movie.
The 2 towers burning down.
Yeah, everyone said that. That said this
Twin
is
Towers.
This is
Well, you know, that's what's fucked up
you.
is that the Twin Towers and the 2 towers parallel.
Yeah. Great movie. Great. I guess people like it as Chris. I mean, here, all right, this list is already fucked. Face Off at number 5.
No, I Face Off's in my top 10.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because not only is John Woo fucking great, but this is like, I don't care how bad the movie is, it's so fucking entertaining.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing? You sure about that? You sure about that's not why?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like this movie, but I wouldn't put it in my top 5. I'd put it in the, again, if you told me this was number 30, I'd be like, okay, cool. And I like Castor Troy.
I think you need to
I like the
rewatch
Castor
it.
Troy character.
I think you need to
played by
rewatch-
Travolta or Nicolas Cage.
I think you need to rewatch it all the way through, and then
I've
watch,
seen. I own this on
and then
VHS
watch
and DVD.
Con Air and The Rock
I
right
never
after.
liked Con Air. Con Air, I never liked. Never
Oh wait,
liked,
hold
even
on.
at the time.
You got to play that that Nicolas Cage clip where he punches the woman in the face.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
There's Castor Troy himself.
Yeah, there's so many like good Nicolas Cage clips.
Yeah,
He
there's.
just
I mean,
is like a never. Actually, you could say
no, the
the same
Castor
thing
Troy
about John
character.
Travolta.
The Castor Troy character, played by Nicolas Cage or John Travolta, is equally as awesome.
I don't know.
I
how
do
you don't
agree
love
with
this
that. It's
movie,
a
man.
hilarious
It's
character.
so like awful and entertaining. It feels like a Michael Bay movie.
All right, I've never seen this. Breaking news. This is.
I don't know
a
this shit.
I don't know, but actually, I'm interested. I'll say that.
Well,
It sounds like
I don't know what the fuck this is. So
some kind of Chinese thing, I guess. I don't know. Number 3, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah. All right, I get it. This I agree. This should be within the top 3. You know, this is.
I mean, it's hard to argue against it. So
I kind of think it's actually one of the. To me, one of my favorite movies of all time has got to be Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I know, but
Doesn't
like
even-
having this on
doesn't
this
even feel
list
like any
is
other movie.
weird
It's like
because a lot of the other stuff is like so questionable, and
it's also
no
like,
one-
yeah, no, it's also like we're talking about the Matrix. Like if there was just this movie, if there's only the Raiders of the Lost Ark and no other Indiana Jones movies, how big would this movie stand up over time? And it would be like unbelievable. Like
yeah, but I mean,
it'd
when
be
you're
like a
making
cinematic
list,
masterpiece.
factor in the franchise being tainted.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks because I think
That's more like context you're building in.
there's 3 good Indiana Jones movies, and then there's
You know,
some
like
other
there's
things.
people who have only seen Raiders of the Lost Ark and not all the other stuff. So,
And they felt like this. That's what it's like watching the Crystal Skull. Oh, well, more like the Dial of Destiny. Yeah, there's 3 Indiana Jones movies, and the rest are sort of fake. But yeah, this is the quintessential character. You know, I realized how she kind of looks like Emma Stone. Don't you think? Do you see that? Do you see the Emma Stone-ness in this girl?
a little. Emma Stone's eyes are a lot more bugged out.
A little
I'd
bugged
say
out, a little more on the
of
side of her head,
connection
like a
between
victim. They
Emma
move to
Stone
the
and
side.
Gollum than Karen Allen.
The more they're like the women are like victims, they move to the side of their head. You know, like Ann Taylor-Joy, they're like on the side of her heads. You know, like that's the trait. It's like a deer.
Like Lobster Woman.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I mean, this is a great movie. This is a great action movie. Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I
agree. This is hard to put out of the top 5.
Even though I know Brian De Palma directed it, it just doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't feel like it, but also just feels like a great action movie. You know, like it doesn't feel like Brian De Palma. It feels just like a good action movie. It's like a little stupider version.
I feel like this is what I've been hoping one of these superhero movies will be able to kind of relate to and
well, I kind of think Iron Man was sort of on the track of that a little bit, but no, didn't hit it like this.
Who did the Iron Man stuff?
Favreau, right? I think Favreau. Yeah, he did the first 2 movies or whatever. Yeah, or a couple. I don't know what he did. He did a couple of those, and Mandalorian the first season. Yeah, I mean, this is a good movie, especially like the clips. I mean, especially this clip.
Yeah, that's one of the most iconic sequences of Family.
Yeah, look at this old ass computer too. He's got to put a fucking floppy disk drive in.
Yeah,
little dated.
What?
Ving Rhames, a little dated. Leon
from The Professional.
Yeah, no, they got all like like it definitely. I noticed that at the time, like they're trying
Oh
to
shit!
everyone.
I just realized like how many of the people we've already talked about in movies all are.
Like they knew the other movies, but that's smart though. Get other movie actors that have worked in action movies and fucking throw them in here. That's
John
perfect.
Boyd.
It's perfect. Ving Rhames from Pulp Fiction,
Who's
like
the female,
female in the first movie. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, this movie. This also part had such tension when you actually watch it in sequence of the movie. There's tension, a thing that people have forgotten in movies these days.
Well, yeah, because it's hard to have that long of an attention span for action to build up and mean more, you know?
Yeah.
You just want like shit to happen and end really quick and not have to think about it.
I think that was what was nice about Brian De Palma directing this was he was able to get the I mean, he's again a great filmmaker. So I mean, even right here with the sweat, yeah, this is iconic.
Oh, speaking of Nicolas Cage, you've seen Snake Eyes before, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, like I think Nicolas Cage at the time was very much. I mean, he was a big guy at the time.
Brian De
like
Palma
all
and
those
Nicolas
movies.
Cage must have been really
with The Rock,
off camera.
Like Snake Eyes, The Rock, Face Off. Like all these movies were really big. Con Air. They were very, very, very big at the time. He catches the drop of sweat. There you go. Very iconic moment there. Yeah. No, great action sequence, undeniable.
Well, also the train shit is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, it's all right. So what was number 1? What do you think should be number 1? Speed was number.
Tropic Thunder.
Shit, really think that? I would have said like honestly, like I would put Die Hard a lot higher, personally.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of like comedy list. What's the time period for this?
Could be any all time. This is an all time. I mean, we're not making this list. This list is kind of a little fucked. So, what do you think would be number one?
Braveheart.
Ooh, I mean, honestly, like even Braveheart is action-y. I would surprise it's not in the list. Let's see their number one.
Wait, what qualifies?
Oh, this is a good number one. Again, I like this movie.
I've never seen this. I just heard how great it is, and
it's a good movie, man.
Sean Fett's career. So I don't know. I'm confused.
I don't think I also like.
It's leaving off a lot of really obvious stuff. I thought that would qualify.
And also, I think I would put some movies ahead of this. This is a John Woo movie, but I think I would put a bunch of movies ahead of this. I would put Speed ahead of this. I don't know. There's a lot of movies on this list. I would put Die Hard ahead of this. I'd put Speed ahead of this. I would put Terminator 2. I would put Aliens. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of movies on this list I would kind of say, like, nah. Yeah, you never know, man. Best action movies ranked. What's your favorite best action movie if you had to pick one?
I don't know.
Probably. I know you. You're a big Tony Stark guy. You'd probably pick the Avengers, right? Maybe Endgame. You're an Endgame kind of guy, right? Well, I'm seeing this. It's Ranker. This is a fan voted website. They list Die Hard as the top action movie, and I'm fine with that. Look at this. Terminator 2 up here at number 3. Again, I'm fine with that. Matrix. Here we go. Gladiator. Shouldn't Gladiator be up here? Right? Gladiator should be in the list at least. Braveheart. You're talking about that. Good, Bad, and the Ugly. There's like many movies. Tombstone. What do you classify as that? That's where it's hard to judge, man. Yeah, no, I get you.
I gotta get going.
All right, man. Same here. All right, we'll see you guys when you see you. We're on all the social platforms. We're actually right now on streaming this to YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble. No one watches on any of them, so we're funny, guys. We're kind of funny. We're entertaining. We put some things out that are kind of likable to watch. It's like a desperation speech. Come on, check out our stuff. Why not? What are you gonna go watch? Fucking High School Musical or something? I don't know.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Voy Kurag. Lucasfilm logo. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but no title crawl. Oh well!
I applauded it for being different!
It broke new ground!